Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Manchester City podcast. Mandem United podcast meets the Mandem City podcast, where we discuss all things in regards to the two clubs in Manchester. Manchester City with a triumphant, vital, very important victory in the Champions League. Went a goal down to Club Brugge, but ended up running out 3-1 winners and making it into the Champions League playoffs. If it was NBA, it'd be the play-ins, but they are there. They are into the playoffs, so we'll be discussing their performance in that game. They also have Arsenal coming up on the weekend, so we'll also be discussing that as well. The Stay Humble Derby, as Don T said. So that's going to be very interesting as City travel to the Emirates and back onto the Champions League as well. City have the small task of knowing they face either Bayern Munich, with the second leg being in Germany, or Real Madrid, with the second leg being at the Bernabeu. Also, we will be there for that draw in a couple of days. In regards to Manchester United, play tomorrow against FCSB in the Europa League. A win would guarantee them in the top 8. Also linked to Mathys Tell. A number of Premier League clubs have been linked with him on loan because he's not playing at Bayern Munich, but Manchester United are one of those clubs. And also on top of that as well, more conversation about Amorim, more Amorim comments on Rashford as well. But before we get into all of that, make sure you run up the likes on the video. Hit the like button on the video, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live. Make sure you share this out across all the socials as well. I always get it wrong because I'm somewhere different. And that's me, Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV on Twitter, Instagram. Retweet, like on Twitter, share on Instagram, and make sure, just as important, you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV, and hit the notification bell as well. And let me bring in the City representative, you know what I'm saying, gaslighter extraordinaire, gubernatorial Don, you know what I'm saying, Councilman Tate from Power, my G, though, you know what I'm saying, one of Canada's finest exports. Veda Games TV is in the building. Yes, Veda, what are you telling me?
Yo, Flawless. Where we at? What's going on, my people? Listen. Y'all gonna hate me tonight. Y'all are gonna hate me tonight.
Yo, they hate you every night.
Oh, it's gonna be worse. Listen, you're gonna be called. I mean, I've been accused of being a gaslighter. I see you, Warrior. Okay. I've been accused of being a gaslighter. I've been accused of just talking garbage. I've been accused of waffling. I've been accused of a lot of things, but you know what I've never been accused of?
Go on.
I've never been accused of not keeping it real.
That's
never.
True. You do keep it real.
Never. You may think, oh, he's playing a game. You may think he's acting. The only actor that I know is Monts. That's the only actor I know. Shout out to Monts. All I do is just speak from my perspective. And I got to tell you, my perspective's different. My perspective's unique. My perspective, look, you see the platinums. My perspective, it has experience. So some of you that obviously haven't circled the sun as often as I have, you just need to just chill. Let me educate you. Let me give you my perspective, and we move. This was amazing. Tonight was amazing. Listen, YouTube and this whole creation of content creators, watch-alongs, hate-alongs, prayer-alongs, whatever they happen to be, I absolutely love it. I love it because you know what? Before, all that we would really experience is like going out, we both go to the same venue, right? Or we happen to be sitting near each other so we can feed off the reaction. Or maybe we go to the bar. All right. But the beauty of it. And listen, Flawless is in the light. This is one of the shows where he's in the light. The camera's all crisp and clean. You see my man's hoodie, the details. It's all fun. It's all nice. You know what I mean? These watch-alongs are absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing because it's the gift that keeps giving, right? And I'm not going to go too deep down the rabbit hole or whatever, but there's some science around like roller coasters and like the energy of people screaming and being excited. The energy that I'm able to kind of like feed off of when I tune into the watch-alongs after the fact. Obviously, I'm not tuned in the watch-alongs because I'm into my game. I'm watching.
Yeah, you locked in. I get that.
Incredible. Like, I don't know how other people had multiple games on. I mean, if you didn't have a team in it, I get on how you could watch multiple games. But if your team was playing, you got to be locked in.
I was locked in on you. Look, I was locked in on that.
Yeah. Oh, I done know you're going to be locked in with Manchester City. You know what I mean? But what I love, Manchester City, Pep, for whatever reason, we've been giving up goals so early in competitions, like the Chelsea game, because we didn't even get a chance to really break that down because I'm a work in reverse. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm a work in reverse. Shout out to all about Chelsea peoples. You know what I mean? Lewis, hey, it's tough. It's tough.
I know, man. Not everyone can go to the Etihad and win, man. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I hear that, man. I hear that.
Facts. And again, what Lewis and other Chelsea fans have had to deal with, it just wasn't your day. Sometimes that happens, right? Not everyone's able to get a win off of this poor, terrible form. Once 1 in 12 City. Not everybody can get a win off of this type of, but we dealt with Chelsea the way we should have, the way we needed to. We had to get this momentum going. We had to remind people. Sometimes, flawless. I think you're probably similar to this. You don't always wear the fitted clothes. You know what I mean? You wear things that are a little loose,
baggy clothes.
You know what I mean? The baggy clothes. You go to the gym. Sometimes you got to put on the fitted. Sometimes you got to remind people of the build, of the physique. You know what I mean? Chelsea, we had to remind the people. We had to remind them why treble winners, 4-peat winners. You know what I mean? We had to remind them. So that game versus Chelsea kind of kept the spirits high. And it was beautiful because it had a lot of debuts. It had some debuts of a young defender.
Yeah,
Kosanov doesn't speak a lick of English. He probably only knows how to say hello, thank you, goodbye. Doesn't know how to communicate with that back line. Obviously made a huge error.
Yeah, man. He knows how to say my bad. The pass was short.
The pass was short. Yeah. But what I don't kill it on players. I don't kill it on people making mistakes. I say it all the time. I want an environment where mistakes are acceptable. Yeah. You happen to be on my team, whether it's sports, whether it's business, you happen to be on my team. Yeah, stay hydrated, Wallace. You happen to be on my team. I'm gonna point out, listen, you can make mistakes. That's cool.
Yeah, just don't cost. It's easy to say that when.
But if you win. No. But if you make a mistake, listen. The one thing I won't accept is you not learning from it.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're not improving from it. You're not growing from it. Kosanov showed that, hey, yeah, I messed up, but I'm not punking out. I'm not going to ask for a sub. I'm not going to fake an injury or anything like that. He fought through it, and Pep subbed him off later.
Facts, man. You ain't going to say I'm tired. I hear it. I hear you, man.
It's not even at the end of the season in the Champions League.
I hear you, man.
This guy keeps going to throw out the okay. You threw out the first stone. Now I'm gonna have to. No.
You threw out the first stone.
No, I didn't.
For some teams who, if your team's not playing, I can see how you could watch multiple games. See that? I clock
everything. That's not throwing a stone.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
No. That's a perspective. Okay. Hold on. Now, if your team was playing flawless, would you be watching multiple games?
I would. If United were in that and we were safe, I would have been watching both. I would have watched two. I would have watched ours, but I would have watched you lot.
Okay, all right. Now, what if you had the same situation where it was a must?
Oh yeah, I'm watching my team. If United are in, if United are in, if we are 25th in the Champions League and need to beat Club Brugge,
you with your pink cup, all sensitive today, just because I had to mention if your team was in it, wasn't in it. Listen, you're moving different tonight, but I'm gonna point out this Chelsea game. This Chelsea game was that reminder. This Chelsea game was that reminder. Listen, we got to show you why we got to show you why we be in the gym. We got to show you why we be flexing on you guys. Chelsea, the pride of London, have to be reminded. And this is just one of those, sometimes you gotta punch the loudest person, because they're gonna tell everybody else, like, yo, don't mess with him. Sometimes you just gotta. Chelsea's gonna remind. Listen, y'all been talking way too reckless about City. Y'all been talking way too reckless.
Are you talking about Chelsea, or are you talking about just everyone in general?
Everyone in general, but also Chelsea. Chelsea fans were talking a little too. They got a little too. Their voice. The voice got a little too deep. There's too much bass. You know what I mean? I was hearing too many Chelsea fans with bass in their voice talking about what they were going to do versus City. You know what I mean? after the game, the voice reached that proper level, was high again. You know what I mean? So Chelsea were reminded. Chelsea brought back to also not overhype what you've been doing. Your players, your form, your manager. It was a great leveler, great reset. All right. Recognize Cole Palmer's got some levels to get to in terms of consistency. Recognize that there's a reason why City was like, okay, we got ample talent around here. Y'all can have Cole Palmer. Recognize there's a reason why we had Lavia at a certain point, and we're like, his health isn't consistent enough. We're gonna let him move on. Recognize that those weren't necessarily mistakes, but us knowing that we're gonna maybe go out and get the next player. We're gonna be all right. Now, the debut from these players, Flawless.
Talk about
the debut from these players, Flawless. Close enough, we talked about it. Bad first 5 minutes. I saw a warrior though. I saw a man that's still gonna fight through it. I saw a man that's still going to put a shoulder into Jackson, despite already being on the yellow.
To his credit, he bounced back. He did. Like Jackson and the Chelsea team didn't capitalize enough, but he stood up and was counted because a lot of players could have folded. A lot of players would have folded under that. So I got to give him credit for that.
If this was pro clubs, I'm telling everybody attack that right side of City constantly, right? Absolutely. You know what I mean? Yeah. But Chelsea tried to do what they could do. What they couldn't deal with, what was brilliant, which is why I don't want to hear no talks about Pep not being a great manager. I don't want to hear no talks about Pep not changing systems. I don't want to hear no talks about Pep not being or shouldn't be considered in the same group of managers like a Wenger or Mourinho or Fergie.
No, Pep's there. Anyone saying that is just hating. Pep's there.
Pep is there.
Where he rates is a whole different conversation, but he's in the conversation, 100%. Without doubt. I've said this.
Conversation. Yeah, he's in the conversation, and he's also doing it in the modern era. Yeah. He's doing it in a moment where things are a lot different. The microscope's crazy right now. Another thing, he's doing it in an era where everybody has money. Everybody has money. You're not going to go out and just poach the strong talent from other surrounding clubs within your league. Nah, that's dead. Pep's got to go out in other countries and get promising talent. He's got to go out in the Bundesliga and not even go out and get a player from the big clubs. He had to go out and also get players that are 20, 19 years old, not established. We know this is a future star. He's also not going out and getting players that he's faced head-to-head, had problems against them, and had players say, yo, you need to go out and sign this player because he was cooking us. Nah, Pep's doing it different. And if you want to put this, he can only fix this with money. Don't make me have to come out here full clip, sniper rifle, fully tuned in, and everything when I'm going to break down what your manager had to do spending wise. All managers spent 100%. Facts.
Any manager who was successful, any of the managers you mentioned spent. It's just that Pep has spent a much more. He spent at a much bigger rate. However, it is modern day, so you do have to take that into consideration. But exactly. he's never won anything major with a team, and people go, look, that team ain't all that. That's not a shot. That's just facts.
He's never
won a Premier League with a team, and people go, that team, is not all that.
Interesting.
He's never done that. Like if you look at the worst. If you want to use United for example. Look at our worst teams that won leagues and look at your worst teams that look at won leagues. It's night and day in terms of just talent. But that's not a shot at Pep. That's just the scenario that you're in. But when you have owners like we have, that's going to happen. But that's a whole different conversation. Your owners wouldn't allow that to happen.
Possibly.
Possibly. Your owners wouldn't allow that to happen. We've seen it this window. How much money you lot spent this window?
About 120, 130?
Exactly. Your owners wouldn't allow it to happen. Even let's say Kusanov and Marmoush and who's the other player?
Yeah, but hold on. Pause. Hold on.
Let's say.
No. Before we do all this,
well, go on.
Would your owners have only spent 30 million after winning a 4-peat? Well, or
I'm surprised.
After winning,
our owners spent, I think it was 30, 40 million after selling the best player on the planet at the time. So yeah, that's the equivalent. Yes.
So 30 million back then isn't 30 million like now.
No, but I'm saying like it's still the same message still applies, because we're talking about intent. We sold the best player on the planet, well, the best player in Europe at that time, and didn't even attempt to replace him adequately. We didn't attempt to replace him adequately. We didn't even spend, we got 80 million for him. I didn't even spend 80 million that summer. We didn't even spend all the money that we got. Can we spend 30, 40, something like that? On Valencia, cool, and then the other two. But yeah.
I won a 4-peat and spent 30 million on Savinho.
Yeah, that's cool.
So when rivals, or when some want to, not necessarily, maybe they're taking their shots, maybe they're not, but then they want to point out in a January transfer window that I'm spending 130.
Yeah,
I didn't spend anything in the summer.
Yeah, because you're rectifying your error as soon as possible.
I didn't spend it. Yeah, I didn't spend it in the summer. So
you didn't spend it in the summer, so they're rectifying their error. Like my ownership wouldn't do that. My ownership wouldn't get a summer transfer window wrong and then go and try and rectify it immediately in January. Everyone do you just don't spend the chance. We've never done that. Never. Immediately. We've never had an awful summer and then in January gone, okay, let's address this. You're treating the...
No, I hear that.
You're treating the January window, and this is not a shot, this is plaudits, like a summer window.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, you're the only club that's doing that. Only top club that's doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
With intent. So like I said, even if Kosanov and Mamouche, and who was the other one? Who was the other player you signed?
Reese.
And Reese, let's say all three of them don't turn out well and they're all bad this season, the intent was there. But off of that, your thoughts on the game today?
Oh, no.
Where are you going to?
No.
You go on.
I ain't done. Mamouche. I didn't even talk about Mamouche, man.
Oh, talk about Mamouche.
Oh, we gotta talk about Mamouche. Listen, flawless.
This guy.
I've been enjoying watching football content. Shout out to your channel as well. Props to the 14K.
I appreciate
well deserved. I'm enjoying the content. Listen, Pep and this Mamouche now. What I saw in his debut versus Chelsea, the movement. There's something about players that have the ability to run, right? Like have the ability to make a player. I don't know if you noticed. Maybe you noticed in this watch along, in the watch along with the city today. But we get in that final third, and there's a lot of standing around. Yes. There's a lot of standing from a Gundo. There's a lot of standing from a Holland, because if Holland moves, there's no one necessarily filling the gap of the space that he's no longer occupying. Mamouche was such a fresh breath. It was a breath of fresh air, because his movement was causing defenders to either track him, and if they tracked him, that vacated spot allowed for Holland to kind of get into, and vice versa. I think what Pep is going to be cooking moving forward, because again, having the ability to run is going to be huge. It's going to be special. It's going to be special. He did not get a goal and an assist. He was really close to, barely. He didn't need to. He was offside. It got disallowed. But what he was doing, how he was keeping defenders honest, to have two players up front to be able to run. I got criticized heavily. I had rivals coming off me like, what's City doing? How dare they sell Julian Alvarez and not replace him? Well, we're not just going to replace him with any bum.
No. You gotta identify. You should have replaced him earlier, but
in all of this, well, this guy in all of this should have done it earlier. In this business of football, we got to deal with player movement.
Facts.
We got to deal with price. We got to deal with contracts.
Yeah.
We got to deal with even a team losing a strong player and what it may mean for them to be able to replace. Sometimes you got to hold. Sometimes you got to hold off.
Yeah, and you held off, and it cost you.
Well,
it's only
cost us the League Cup so far.
Well, so we still banking on the Premier League, yeah? You gonna win the Premier League on 86 points?
I was never guaranteed to win the
not guaranteed.
Yeah, so to say it,
you was the favorites.
Again, for you to say I was the favorites, that's fine.
You was the favorites. Remember, we did. You know, people.
I know, but how am I the favorites to win something? I keep telling you, how am I the favorites to do the impossible?
You're not in favorites to do. It's not the impossible.
Winning 5 in a row is the impossible, Flawless.
It's not impossible because someone will do it. It's not impossible. If you would have done what you're supposed to,
it's been impossible in the Prem. It has been impossible in the Prem.
It's not been done. But the point I'm making is, hey, you can't say Pep this and he's the GOAT and this and that and all that.
I can't say it's the GOAT. He's won 4.
So do GOAT-like things then.
Which he's already done. What do you mean?
Yeah, and continuously to do that. Continue to do that. You don't stop.
No, it's not about stopping. But
sometimes you can make all the excuses you want for failing.
No excuses. Sometimes the run is temporarily on pause.
So that's what's happened. So you ain't winning the Prem, you ain't winning the Champ. So it's FA Cup this season for you.
Whoa.
What?
You tell me I ain't winning the Champs. Why am I not winning the Champs?
Oh, because you lot drawing Real Madrid and going out. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Well, you think are you going to Madrid and knocking them out? Is that what you're telling me?
Why not?
Okay, cool. Well, I'm saying we'll be there.
Why not? My question is why not?
No, you look because they're better than you. That's why.
Okay.
Because they're better than you. They have a better manager.
Teams that have not been better have lost.
True. But I'm saying I think they've got your number. You're not going to the Bernabeu.
Example, we're better than you bums, and you guys beat us. Absolutely. So being the worst team is possible of winning.
Absolutely. But we've seen you fold there before. I think you go there and fold again.
Well, you've seen us go there and win before.
When did you win? When did you win at the Bernabeu?
Wait, why would we? Again, same thing. Why would we have to win? It's 2 legs.
Well, when have you gone there and not gone out? That's the point I'm making. It's because the second leg is there. I don't see you going there and knocking them out.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because the second leg's there. You know what I'm saying? Because you lot finished like 24th or whatever. 22nd, sorry. In the
if Real Madrid.
Oh yeah, just to clarify for anyone watching, City will play either Real Madrid or Bayern Munich in the playoff. It's one of those two.
Mm-hmm. Apologies for eating
that's cool. No, he ain't confident of being Madrid. Absolutely not. No, he ain't confident.
Wait, you're answering for me now?
I'm answering for you. Yes, you are not confident. So if you draw Real Madrid, are you knocking them out?
Why wouldn't I?
See, answer a question with a question. Because if they were playing Club Brugge over 2 legs, it'd be like, yeah, we're getting past Club Brugge. Or if they were playing Celtic over 2 legs, it'd be, yeah, we're getting past Celtic.
No.
Or if they were playing Brest over 2 legs, it would be we're getting over. Yeah, exactly.
You're putting spice. You're putting spice on it. You're putting spice on it. All I'm trying to say.
With a question in it, because if you were playing PSV over 2 legs, you'd be super confident. But Real Madrid and they ain't.
No, I give the same answer.
Sure.
This is Champions League. Flawless. I've been knocked out from Lyon.
Yeah.
I've been knocked out from Spurs.
Absolutely.
I've been knocked out from Liverpool. Listen.
But you were confident in all 3 of those, in particular the first 2.
I was wrongfully confident.
But you was more confident. You might have been wrong.
Okay, but it's wrong because it's the Champions League.
See, Warrior J. So yeah, that's why this is the answer. See how we still ain't got an answer all 2 minutes into the conversation. Man ain't confident. I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? That's why he won't say with chest, yes, we're knocking out Real Madrid, because he knows they going out. He praying that they draw Bayern Munich because they can knock out.
Not.
They praying. All right, so you can choose who you play, who you pick. You can pick.
Yeah.
You can push the button, and you can either play Real Madrid in the playoffs or you can play Bayern Munich. One word answer. Who are you picking?
Well, first of all, I don't like your one-word answers because I don't give one-word answers. The people tune in because I break things down for them, Flawless.
Can you give us the one-word answer and then give us the breakdown? Okay. Can you give us your answer and then the breakdown? We don't want the breakdown before.
No.
Answer and then the breakdown.
No. Listen.
See, people.
Ladies in the chat, I got to do the foreplay before I get to it. All right. So this is what we're going to do.
You know what I'm saying?
No. I'm not rushing it. I'm not rushing it.
We don't need foreplay, man. This guy tried to write.
No. Ladies,
these sexy flexy niggas, man. We don't need the rose petals on the bed and roses and and champagne and chocolate strawberries, etc. We don't need all of this, man. We don't need.
No, listen. This guy speaking like. I won't even say what this guy's speaking like. I'm going to say this. I've told you, Flawless. I've told you, everybody in the chat, you guys should actually be answering this for me. I've told you, there's no stories about David and John. There's no stories about David and Jimmy. What are the stories about? What are the stories about? In the chat, remind Flawless what the stories are about. The stories are about David and Goliath.
Yeah.
I want that battle. I want Real.
Yeah.
I want Real Madrid. Listen, we got unfinished business about Bayern. No.
Exactly. You see it, Barrio. And you lot, these fake accounts are killing, and that's why I got the members mode only on. So my apologies, people. Yeah, of course, Barrio. We know the vibes. Because if it was PSV they'd be playing, we'd just be, yeah, I would well beat PSV. Man, no, he ain't playing. Man, no, he ain't beating Real Madrid. They're the boogeyman for these, man. As they are for most people in Europe.
Well, that's why
hey, someone in the chat, let me know. When's the last time Real Madrid went out in the Champions League at the Bernabeu? Someone let me know. When's the last time a team knocked them out? So whether they drew there or they would took a 2-0 lead there and then lost 1-0 at the Bernabeu. Who's the last team to knock them out? If it was at the Etihad, I'd hear it. Because they got more of a chance there. Actually, with all that space, they probably still beat you, but it's more of a chance.
The reason why I'm not doing all this, the reason why I'm not fast forwarding, the reason why I'm not skipping the foreplay like this guy Flawless over here is because we gotta wait.
Yo. That's crazy.
When he's with the ladies, understand the context. Is because I got time before the draw happens. It happens on Friday. Why am I going to talk about who I'm facing and who I'd?
Because we could talk hypothetical. We could talk about Bayern Munich if you want. We could talk about you facing Bayern Munich. Well, I think you got a bad chance against them.
Well, yeah. From what I understand, they're not in the best of form. I haven't watched many games of them. I don't want to have to knock out Vincent Kompany. I wouldn't want to have to do that. I'd rather have to dunk on Real Madrid again. To be honest with you, I would prefer that.
Yeah, of course.
I think it would be amazing. As poor as this season's been, those of you listening on the listening platforms, my hands going up and down like kind of like a yo-yo, a flow. Our season's been up and down to have to be able to knock out 15. It's 15, right? 15 UCL winners, Real Madrid.
Yeah, 15. 15.
I'm with that. I'm with that. Not that that's my trophy season, but listen, I got to take some of the highlights as they come. If I knock out Real Madrid, bonus.
No, you ain't gonna answer yet, people.
Am I confident to be able to knock out Real Madrid?
No, that wasn't not confident. I said no. My question was, see, this guy gaslighting so much he forgot the question. Who would you prefer to face? You can choose. Who are you picking? That's why I asked.
I said it. I broke it down for you. I said I want David wants to take down Goliath.
Oh, so you're David and they're Goliath. Is that what you're telling me?
Oh, yeah, of course. I've always been good.
All right, cool. 4-time winners with the GOAT, but they do no underdog thing.
We're talking Champions League.
Yeah, so
I'm David in the Champions League.
Sure. All right, cool. But you're confident enough.
Why are you talking like that ain't a fact? Like, no, I am David in the Champions League.
Cool. But then you're confident of knocking him out.
Well, I'm confident in my abilities because when I
won, you're confident of knocking him out.
Plus, you know, I slapped up Bayern on my way to win my treble. You know, I slapped up Real Madrid. You know, I had to slap up Inter. All three great Champions League winning clubs.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I had zero. I didn't have one to my name.
Hey, you didn't have one. Now you got one. You know what I'm saying?
And now I got one. I'm still David to these clubs.
Cool.
They're still Goliath.
So to get your answer, so you could. So we're hearing it here first. If Veta could choose, if he was there on Friday and they said Veta, you can play either Real Madrid or Bayern Munich. Bear in mind, the second leg's in Germany against Bayern. The second leg is in Spain against Madrid. He wants the significantly stronger outfit in Real Madrid with the better manager and the better team and the better individual players because he wants the love story. But then he one of them R&B niggas, man. That's what it is, man. He wants the love story. I get it. That's why I'm laughing. You know what I'm saying? Tyrese, Jodeci, and Boys to Men singing in the rain and all that stuff. That's what Vaya is, man. I get it now. I was saying you want the love story, and I just want to win. That's the difference between me and you. But fast.
Yeah, we talked about your directness already, Flawless.
Yeah. So you're confident of knocking out Real Madrid. Okay.
You know what?
I can't wait. I hope you're right, man. I need you lot to get Real Madrid because you lot are going out.
That would be beautiful.
I can't wait, man. Ancelotti dunking on you lot again.
If you're gonna beat the best, you got to do it this way. You got to do it this way.
Not in the Champions League. No, you don't have to.
Yes. No. Okay. No, you don't have to. Some people, when they play shooting games, they camp, right? They camp. They kind of hide in the corners. And
that's me. Yeah.
I've been known that. I've been known Flawless is kept out in the corner. He's got 2 exits, and he's just watching, and he's killing people. I know that's you.
Yeah, Nuketown, man, in the upstairs bit of Nuketown. On COD, 100%. Has to be camped 100%.
Listen, Flawless is that guy with the claymores at both entrances, and he just kept.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, that is me.
I hear it. I hear it.
Win by any means necessary. You want to do it all glorious.
Listen, if I'm gonna get knocked out, let me get knocked out from the tougher opponent. Mm-hmm. If I'm also gonna win, let me take out the tougher opponent. Right. I want the glory that way.
Okay.
I want the story to be told that way.
Yeah, that's it. He wants the Disney story, man. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Yes, you definitely want the role. You know what I'm saying? You want the triumphant with the music. You know what I'm saying? And that's fuck all that. Just win the trophy. I've seen my win. I keep saying this. I've seen my team win 2 Champions League. One, our run was horrific in regards to who we had to play. The second one, much, much, much easier on paper. Guess what? Still celebrated them both. One's not better than the other to me. Our 99 run was ridiculous. Drawn in a group of death. Then we played Inter Milan with R9, Brazilian Ronaldo. Then we played Juventus with Zidane. I'm just skipping our players. Then we played a top quality Bayern.
Celebrated the tougher one more, be honest.
No, I didn't. No, I did not.
You should have.
I didn't. Absolutely not, because it don't say that on the trophy. You know what it says in 1999?
You cherish things more. Respect the wisdom. You cherish things more the tougher it took to get it.
No. We were the
when
best
things are just handed to you, when things are just given to you easy.
It wasn't given to us. We still had to work. Yeah, we were just the best. We were just the best team in Europe at that point.
It was easier.
In 08. You know what I'm saying? We were just the best team in 08. You know what's crazy? The 08 side was better than the 99 team. Team-wise. Okay. Our 08 team is better than our 99 team. But the 99 team had a tougher route, so it makes no difference. We were just the 2 best teams at those times. That's all. We were just the 2 best teams. Yeah, that's it.
You can have.
I can't wait for.
You can have your easy route. You can have your easy route. I don't want it.
Oh yeah. You don't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
now we talked about Chelsea.
But being up on a poor Premier League for the longest. But hey, we move. That's cool.
Whoa!
You don't rate these teams in the Prem. Klopp. You don't
rate up on a poor Prem teams.
Let me change that. Poor title challenges. You don't rate your title challenge. You don't rate Klopp and Liverpool.
Oh my god.
You think Arteta is better?
What are we doing here?
You think Arteta is better than Klopp?
Arteta's been better than Klopp the last 2 years.
That's my point. And you don't rate Arteta.
That has nothing to do with. No. Hold on. I slapped up Liverpool the first 2 years of the 4-peat. And then the last 2 years, I slapped up Arteta.
Yeah, serious. And you celebrate that. Bear in mind, Arsenal when it comes to challenges, I can't remember a week a lot, probably since us. With Ollie. That's probably the only second place team that they're better than.
Ollie was done dirty, but yeah.
It's us. Yeah, he was done dirty, man. That's why the football world did him dirty. That's why it took him 4 years to get a job, but he's back now.
It didn't take him 4 years to get a job.
Yeah, it did. He's managing now.
Yeah, because he made sure to get paid out properly.
Well, he got his money. But yeah,
listen, if it's contingent on me getting my pay.
Oh no, you can still go and manage elsewhere because other managers did it.
No, I don't think you get. I don't know. You don't get the full pay if your next job, usually contractually, if your job is like in a certain window, he's not going to get the full payout from United.
So he took the money over going to manage elsewhere.
Jose showed him how to do it. Yeah, Jose showed him how to put your feet up. Just collect that check for a bit.
Jose didn't take 4 years.
No, not 4 years, but Jose showed him how to. Hey,
he took I think Jose had a job a few months later.
Nah.
All right, you know what? We have the internet, so we can check.
Jose did a little correspondence.
Let me check.
BNN.
I'll tell you what I mean? Let's see. I know it wasn't 4 years anyway. I know Van Gaal wasn't 4 years. Yeah, it's interesting.
But Jose was like, "Hey, Ollie,
that man would never be 4 years out of the job."
I'll say relax.
Ollie, relax. No top manager is 4 years out of the job, but we move. Let's see.
Jose said, "Ollie, relax. Just chill. Put your feet up. Collect that United check."
Oh, so yes, I was right. It wasn't even a full year. It was 10. He left Manchester United December 2018. November 2019, he was Tottenham Hotspur manager.
That is a year. What do you mean?
No, it's not a full year. If you leave a job in December and you have a job in November, that's not a full year. That's 11. That's 11 months.
Okay.
So my point stands that he didn't take 4 years out. because no manager.
You didn't take 4 years out.
No manager worth their quality is sitting out for 4 years. That's the point I'm making.
I also know that he wasn't in a rush to go back and get a job.
Who?
Jose.
Of course not.
Yeah, so we were both right.
I'm not saying no, we're not both right. Not
we were both right. You tried to say he went and got a job like that.
He did go and get a job like that. You went and got a job within a year less because you was like, all he was done there. And I'm just pointing out, no, he wasn't done there.
If he was fired in December, he would have gotten the job in July or August.
If it wasn't, it depends. Was the job available in July or August? No.
Hold on. You think Jose was waiting out to get the Spurs job?
No, I don't think he was waiting out to get the Spurs job. I think he was waiting out in regards to getting the right opportunity. Bear in mind, he was still living in London.
And you think the right opportunity was the Spurs job?
At that point, yeah, because he was living in London, yes. For him. He was living in London. Yes.
Nah.
He was living in London. But to the point I'm making is the overall point, Ollie was not done dirty. That's why it took him 4 years to get a job. That's the overall point I'm making. Good cars don't stay on the lot. You know what I'm saying? No one asked you out on a date on 4 years. Guess what? You ugly. That's what I'm saying. That's basically what I'm saying. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Man, try to hype up Ollie. That's why man's laughing.
I wasn't hyping him up. I just said he was done dirty.
He was not done dirty.
He was done dirty over there.
We gave him the best job he'll ever get. No one girls, when you break up with someone and they say you're the best you'll ever get.
By name. Only by name. No. United is a toxic wasteland. It's Chernobyl over there. Only by name.
By everything.
No. Come on.
He's at Besiktas. What's better about Besiktas than Manchester United right now? Don't worry, I'll wait.
No, that's not the conversation. It's not about where he's ended. No, it's not about where he's ended up now. It's about you saying that
Yes, we are the best club he will ever get.
No.
Okay, so what club will he get that's better?
If he ends up at
see, man can't even fix his mouth.
If he ends up at a Marseille
never hiring him. Leon are never hiring him.
If he ends up at a
never hiring him.
PSV, if he ends up
never hiring him.
Okay, we don't know this.
I know it's fact. Any dollar amount, any Canadian dollar amount you want to put down, we will put down on it. Any Canadian that he will not manage Marseille, he will not manage Lyon, he will not manage PSV. I said he ends up go on, keep naming him.
If he ends up being a nations manager.
Oh yeah, he could get a Qatar job or something.
That's like better.
You could get up at Qatar or something like
that. That's better.
Yeah, when you don't have to work all the time. Yeah, that's you part-time. You're part-time. Yeah,
you represent your managing the country.
No, because Norway wouldn't have him. His own country wouldn't have him.
That's more so because of the Holland. That's because of the Holland influence.
His own country wouldn't have him.
Oh, we'll have to see. We'll have to wait
because I told all Manchester United fans, Ollie this and Ollie that. And it took him. We're looking to have him, and I said this. He's not.
Ollie was right at the time. Ollie was the right choice at the time.
He's not managed. He will never manage a top European club, ever. That's why he ended up at Besiktas.
Most managers,
a top club in Turkey.
Can we be honest, Wallace? Most managers get a bad. They get a bad label after managing at United.
If you fail, yes. Well, but that's any top.
No. But usually a manager that's kind of like failed at another club, right? For whatever reason, the stink of United stays on these managers, and they're not able to kind of get that next role. Like,
that's a lie because everyone else has had some form of success since leaving here by him. Really? Ten Hag will wait and see. Yes, everyone's had success since him. Everyone's won something since him.
Well, won something.
And had success and managed better clubs than Besiktas. None of them have been to a club at Besiktas level or worse.
Well,
after leaving us. Mourinho went to Spurs. No, it's not even we'll see. Mourinho went to Spurs. Van Gaal managed his national side.
So we'll see. We'll see for Ollie.
Who was it? Well, we'll see. Well, it's been half a decade, and I'm right so far.
Moyes, Moyes. We know
Moyes went to West Ham and went and got the Everton job back and won a European trophy.
Yeah.
So Ollie won't ever do.
Well, hey, we don't know.
Yeah,
this.
we'll see. We don't know the same way we don't know about Arteta. But I've been right almost half a decade, isn't it? Like, it's kind of like, Flawless looks at things and goes, "This has been happening for half a decade." Nah. It's probably a reflection of what's going to happen the next half a decade. But according to Vader and some, Oli and Arteta are going to be successful.
Wallace is just lucky Manchester City's been in the mix. I'm gonna say this because we talked Chelsea, we talked about the debut. Props to Mop. Props to those players.
Hey, Dennis, big up. I've started your questions. I get
large up.
Stars.
Now, that little bit of bounce. You know what I mean? That little bit of bounce after that Chelsea game took that into Champions League. I'm watching some training footage. I'm seeing Rodri walk onto the pitch. I'm seeing Oscar Bob back training with the team. And I'm seeing Savinho, I'm seeing Kosanov, I'm seeing KDB, I'm seeing all these players kind of working together. All we need is to be healthy. Doku still isn't healthy. I need him to fix up. But Doku, Diaz, I need those guys healthy. I like that I'm seeing, and I need Ake as well. But Pep's been saying this. Pep's saying, I need my players back. I get my players back, and then I'll have some more confidence. The reason why I wasn't ready to talk about what I'm going to do versus Real Madrid is because I need to know who I got.
Because you ain't doing nothing, man.
Well, you say that now. Now. I don't know. We'll see.
Say or not, man. You lot go down.
Well, what were you saying for the Chelsea game? Since you want to give your predictions, what was your prediction for the Chelsea game?
I thought it'd be a draw, but I didn't think Chelsea would win.
You thought it was going to be a draw, like a 1-1 draw, a 0-0?
No, I said 2 apiece.
Okay.
2 apiece.
All right.
But I still, like I said, you lot are a good side. I'm super, again, because it's my delivery and because of how I speak about rivals and things. Like, I'm super honest, 100%. If I believe you lot we're going to beat Real Madrid,
you're honest with the
if it was at your place,
with the splash of salt.
There ain't even no splash of salt. People just don't like that. I told the truth. There ain't no salt. I told the truth. I told the truth about Arteta. I told the truth about Oli. It's just that people don't like it.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see how much truth you say about Amarin when things move forward. I'm gonna point out.
I'm super honest. Yeah, you backed the last guy longer than I did. You was here capping for 10 hours longer than I was.
This is the problem.
You lot can finish third. You know what I'm saying? This guy at the start of the season. United can finish third.
Okay.
But we don't have anything that's the third best. Not the third best manager, not the third best team, not the third best bench, not the third best goalkeeper, not the third best defenders.
Third best fan base?
Field, and not the third best attackers. Third best fan base. Fan bases don't win you trophies. Don't get you third place.
They can be a part of it. They can be a part of it.
Some of our fan base is top notch. But the point I'm making is there was no balance, no logic to say United we're going to finish third.
Sometimes you can exceed. Sometimes you can exceed the markers.
No, we were never exceeding it because again, I can take my Manchester United glasses off and look at things logically that a lot of people can't. Obviously, you were trolling doing it, but a lot of people believe what you were saying.
You need to stop doing this. I was not trolling. I go based off of. I gather information.
Yeah, you gather information from who you want to gather information.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that. I gather information from many of the people within your circles.
Yes, and what did I say to them same people in my circle who were saying that rubbish?
Okay.
So see how he don't take what I said, but he took what they said because it fit the narrative. I get it.
No, I took pieces.
Yeah, you took pieces. Yeah, you took the pieces you wanted to fit your jigsaw. But anyways, as we were saying, back to Manchester City, Chelsea.
Yep. Chelsea had to deal with that. Slap them up real quick. Reminded them that performance, the goals. Oh my goodness, the goal, flawless. Man-to-man marking. You got to pick your poison versus City. The reason why I keep telling all of these rivals why Ederson is a game changer, he's a unicorn. He's absolutely phenomenal because no one
should he have saved the shot today?
No, see, you asked me about Chelsea. Now you want to bring me about the shot today. Let me stay in my flow. Okay,
we gonna get
Ederson, unicorn, difference maker. Everybody's trying to play out from the back. Everybody's trying to hold on to possession. You know what you can't do? You can't do it like us. You can't do like us. You don't got a keeper like this. Allison, as good as a keeper as you are, you're just a shot stopper. You're not a complete footballer like my man Ederson. My man Ederson is a footballer, not a shot stopper. Listen, the passes that this man has been able to do in the Prem, game changer. He's tied for most assists from a keeper. Modern football. And this is what I love about what Pep's doing. This is where the mad scientist, the evil genius, he's cracking a code right now. Because if you're gonna play off of us, okay, we're gonna pin you. We're gonna suffocate you in that final third. Oh, you're gonna press us? Are you gonna press us as far as to get to the keeper? Well, this keeper has now got the ability to send the ball, not like us. Trust me. He's got the ability to send the ball over top. And if we can send that ball over top and you got a Holland that's going to chest it, that's going to body a defender, that's going to say, get off me, pipsqueak. He's going to be able to do that and lay the ball off for a Mamouche or a KDB. Game changer. We need to get healthy. I know Pep is tinkering around with this. As I was watching this game, Chelsea kind of Maresca kind of fell into the mistake of what a young Arteta did 2 seasons ago. A young Arteta made that same mistake. He tried to man mark. He had Saliba trying to do this thing. We punished them. Maresca's learning on the way. Nothing wrong with that. You got confidence in him in terms of his ability. You kind of take some of the errors, some of the mistakes now for the success later. Nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I want an environment where mistakes are allowed. Not learning from them, that's unacceptable, though. So let's see how Maresca maybe deals with City, deals with Pep the next time we face them. All right? If Pep is able to get everybody healthy and he's able to have...
Who's missing? So we know Rodri's not. So you're talking about Ake.
Rodri, I mean, defensively is where we're missing out. We're missing Ake, we're missing Diaz.
Diaz, Ake. Anybody else or just those two?
Mainly those two. And Doku. Mainly and stop the laughter. No, you're being disrespectful. I'm not appreciating
Doku. This guy wants to die. This Doku,
No, there's no dying on Doku. Doku's different because listen. If you're gonna play off of, and it's not gonna be one-on-ones. Okay. If it's not gonna be one-on-ones, okay.
Sure. Is he injured, Doku?
Yeah, he is injured. He's injured. I don't know if it's. I think it's abductor.
He ain't no loss.
Abdominal or something like that. Okay. All right, you keep that energy. Okay. But
I've been proven right all this season, but we move. You know what I'm saying?
Been proven right all this season. Wait, what proves you right?
That he's a poor player because he's putting poor performances this season. Has he played well for you lot this season?
When he's played very well. Yes.
Okay.
His problem this season has been health. That has been the issue. It's been health. But
cool.
I think Pep is going to crack the code.
15 games in the league, not sure how many starts, but yeah. All right, cool.
Pep is going to crack the code on how you're going to want to defend.
He's played 22 matches this season. Why we move?
Okay, all right. He's played 22. How many has he started? Hold on, I got to take this call.
Yeah, do your thing. Let me check. Let's see Doku starts. 24, 25. Let's see. This Vega guy. Let's see. Let's see how many starts he's had. Doku. All right, let's see. Let's see. Is it all 15? Hey, has anyone got any got an app for that or a website for that? Please let me know. You lot continue to get your questions in. Warrior J, I've started some of your questions. Same to Dennis. I know he's dipped as well. We got members mode only on because these bots are crazy as well. Your flawless question: is there a chance United slips into the playoff? Of course. It's not out of the realms of possibility Manchester United lose today. Far from the realms of possibility, Warrior J. I've said it to you before. I've said it to anyone before. We can lose any match. I'm never going to sit here and answer a question on this microphone currently and say, yeah, Manchester United are definitely not losing a game. You could lose tomorrow. We have an off day, 100%. We're not good enough. We're not good enough to the point where we have an off day and I can definitely say, all right, we draw worst case scenario. We can lose if we have an off day and they're bang up for it, 100%. So is there a chance? Yes. Thoughts on the Tell Leagues? I don't know too much about him. I'm not going to lie. I've never, ever seen him play, to my recollection. Hear good things about him. It's mixed because some people say he's a striker. Some people more say he's more of a 10, more of a winger. At this point, he's pace and power and he's technically good. Get him in. We can get him on loan. No obligation to buy, no option to buy. I don't know about his wages, but we have cleared some of the wages with Anthony leaving on loan. Go get him. That's where I'm at with Mathys Tel. Bring him in because we need players. I already know without watching him, he's better than Garnacho and Mount and Bruno and Højlund. Get him in. As long as I don't have to see them lot, bring him in. Bring him in on loan. That's where I'm at. It's bring me anybody at this point. Dennis asked me a question to Flawless, your prediction for Europa League game tomorrow. I say 2-1 Manchester United. I say 2-1. Let's see what else you lot are saying as well. Oh, that was it. There's more questions for Vale, but we'll get there. I don't know what's going on. I need to get rid of these bots, man. This shit is crazy. If anyone knows about that, let me know too. Because these bots is outrageous. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. But run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Vale will be back in a second as well. Any City questions I star, any Manchester United questions I get to. Look, just there on hand, waiting in the fucking wings. That's got to be automated. Yeah, automated. It's got to be. Got to be automated. That they can just wait. Sign up with hundreds of fucking nonsense, man. You know what I'm saying? Absolute nonsense. So yeah, my apologies, people. I'm not trying to get you lot to sign up the membership to comment. As you can see, there's just hella bots in the chat. Hella bots in the chat. Yeah, it's crazy. Yes, I'm with you. To Rohan, who says, we're looking forward to singing City again, LA, but it didn't happen. And Veta kind of mentioned this as well in regards to Amorim and him on Rashford. Let me actually pull this up. I actually want to talk about more so about this Rashford situation because people see a manager and a player not falling out, but I'm playing like not in the squad and automatically assume it's the same as the Ten Hag and Sancho situation, and it's not. No, situations can be similar, yes, but it doesn't mean it's all the same. And just, well, you back the manager on this one, so why don't you back the manager on that one? Or you back the player on this one, so you should back the player on that one. Like, what are we talking about here? Yes, we did figure out how the playoff for the Champions League works. Yes, we figured it out. We did figure it out. So basically 9 or 10 will play 23 or 24. So the team 9 and 10 will play a team, either the 23rd team or the 24th team and so forth. So that's why, for instance, Manchester City will play Bayern Munich or Real Madrid. I believe they're 10th and 11th. So let me pull up the Champions League now so you get an idea. 1 second. I'll tell you now. So I'm just pulling up the table as we speak. Yeah, that's how it works. So because Real Madrid and Bayern Munich are 11th and 12th, they'll play either the 21st team or the 22nd team. So Bayern Munich, so Real Madrid or Bayern Munich. So Real Madrid will play either Celtic or City, or Bayern Munich will either play Celtic or City, and that's the 4. So 9 and 10 is Atalanta and Dortmund. 24 and 23 is Club Brugge or Sporting. So Atalanta or Dortmund will play Sporting or Club Brugge, and so forth and so forth. So Milan, PSV, they'll take on Feyenoord or Juventus. PSG, Benfica will take on Monaco or Brest. That's how it is. They could have easily, the way they had it on the graphic, didn't explain it well, because that is such a simple explanation. If they didn't have it right, they should have put verses. Like, it was just so confusing. But I like the Champions League format a lot. I focus with the format. I like it a hell of a lot. I do. I like it a hell of a lot. I'm with it. Actually, let me pull up these Amorim quotes on Rashford and give my thoughts on it before we get back to this gaslighter extraordinaire that is Veta. Proper gaslighter, man. Proper gaslighter. I did bookmark it. 1 second. You lot let me know if you can hear this in a second. Give me 1 moment. Just literally pulling it up. Literally. Big up Casper as well, because he quote tweeted the tweet that out there. Here we are. All right, let's go. So this is right. This is him on it. I'll get Veta will pull back up in a second. All right. You know, I hear this. Let me know.
The players, you know. Our team, you can look at our team and imagine the profile of the players, you know. Now imagine a talent like Rashford. Our team should be so much better with Rashford. But this Rashford, he has to change. If he change, we are more than welcome to put a talent like Rashford. And we need it. So, but in this moment, I think it's really clear that we have to set some standards. That's all. We are waiting for Marcus if he wants really, really bad. That's the only thing. So it's you try to make like something personally. It's not personal. I have nothing against Marcos. I just have to make the same rules for everybody, and that for me it's so simple. It's always the same answer.
Is it disappointing for you as a coach, though, to see a player with such talent and potential? We've seen it in the past, what he's achieved. That your message is not getting through to him.
I promise, Andrew, I will not give you nothing today about Marcus Rashford. I'm giving you a little bit. It's the same thing, guys. We need goals. We need 1 against 1. We need threat on the final third. Guys, what more did you need?
We got to get some dinner and some sleep. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
So basically what he's saying there is what he said previously. We're missing his pace. What do I consistently say about this Manchester United side? One pace, lack of pace and power, lack of athleticism. For all Marcus Rashford's faults, for as poor as I think he is as a player, that's one thing that he has. The manager's saying it there. Of course, we miss a profile like his. It might not be the best version of said profile, but we miss that version. And let me just say this again. Rashford, as much as I don't rate him as a striker, is better than Højlund. But he said Rashford has to change. And I think when he says that, Rashford was the one who said, I want a new challenge. Who also said, when I leave. Not if I leave, he said, when I leave. And the man is just saying, okay, so you don't want to be here. You've made it clear that you don't want to be here. And not only did you make it clear you don't want to be here, you made it clear publicly. And that's the huge, significant difference between the Ten Hag and Sancho situation and the Amorim and Rashford situation is public. I say this all the time. And I said it during the whole Sancho Ten Hag scenario as that was going on. Anything can be dealt with in-house. Anything from a work perspective to personal relationships, a working relationship can be dealt with in-house. But once you make it public, it makes it much, much, much worse. And you've said you don't want to be here. When you leave, not if. Cool. You now no longer get the protection from the manager. You now no longer get the protection from the club. I've seen people state that because Amorim said early on, I protect my players. You've made it clear you don't want to be here. That's like me saying, hey, I will defend all of my co-hosts not called Ryan on Sarcasm City TV. But then a co-host come out and tweets or Instagram or says on their channel, yeah, I don't fucks with Flawless or Sarcasm City TV. Someone then says something about him and I don't defend him and then people get at me. You made it clear you don't want to be here. You've made your bed, lie in it. Rashford and Garnacho were both left out of squads. Left out of that Manchester City squad. Garnacho got back in, didn't say anything publicly, trained, worked hard, was back in the squad, eventually got into the 11. Just because of the lack of quality there, which makes it even crazier. Not only is there a lack of bodies there, because we sold Sancho's on loan and Mount's always injured, so that's 2 spots down. And he's saying, I have nobody of your profile. And when you look at our forward line, there is nobody like Rashford. Forget whether you rate him or not. Forget skill, profile. I could use someone like, he said it twice now. And he's saying there's a way back in. All you have to do is just turn up to training, knuckle down. But you made it public. You made this an issue. And that's where it lies, because not everybody's got an opinion on it. Some people are backing Amorim, some people are backing Rashford, some people are more mixed, etc., etc. And like that's where it stems from. So that's why when people say, oh, what's the difference? Because I know I back Sancho heavily, public. It's like 2 people being in a relationship. Never, ever, and this goes to anyone watching, any guy, any female, never go public with your issues in a relationship because it only makes it worse. And that's anything, because anything can be resolved behind closed doors. Even if the resolution is, hey, we don't mess with each other right now. There's no resolution that can't be solved peacefully. But then when you add the public to it, everybody's opinions on it. Now it's a talking point. Mainstream media is talking about it. Content creators are talking about it. It's all over socials. It's a regular topic in press conferences. And it's like, oh, you can't let Rashford do that. Oh, you can't let Amorim do that. It's kind of like, it's not exactly like that, but that's what it'd be like in a relationship. You see it all the time in hip-hop with rappers. See it all the time when 2 rappers who are cool, then one of them goes public with the issue they have with each other. Now it's all on the Twitter, it's all on the Instagram, and everyone go, you gonna let him say that to you? It's the, you're gonna let him talk about you like that. And that adds to it. And then the ego kicks in. Naturally. Like, I'm not gonna let him talk to me like that. Even though you lot are close and it's easy a phone call and it could be resolved. Rashford could have said everything he said publicly to Amorim, and I don't think it would have been as bad. I don't think it would have been an issue. I don't think it would have been a problem. That's just me personally. I don't think it would have been. But now it is. And I liked how Amorim's handled the situation, and I liked what he said on it. Now, it's still a question of moving on Rashford, and we need to get him gone because it's very, very, where it's the same as the Sancho deal, the Sancho situation, is we now have a player that doesn't want to be here, that everybody knows doesn't want to be here. You're now not negotiating from a position of power. That's what happened with Sancho. Everyone knew Sancho didn't want to be here. Him and the manager didn't get on. The manager didn't want him here. We had to move him on. And that's why you hear reports of Chelsea say in regards to the Garnacho deal, even though it's not Rashford, we're waiting for deadline day to try and get him for a cheaper price. And I could see the same with Rashford. Teams going, all right, we're just going to leave you with Rashford till the deadline day until it's us or nothing. Because you either left paying 100% of his wages with an unhappy player, or you're left paying 90% of his wages, but we have him on loan. And at least if you send him out on loan and you're paying 90% of his wages, as much as that's not a good deal for Manchester United, there's potential for his value to increase. That's what Manchester United need to do. We need his value to increase because all his value's done since that City game is dipped. That's all it's done. All it's done is just gone down. You know why? Because he's not playing. Nobody's value goes up not playing because you cannot showcase your skill or your talent for people to go, yeah. Now, there will be teams interested in him because shout out to Pops, he said it. Every pot has a cover. So as bad as I think some of these players are, and this is just players in general, or as bad as you may think players are, there's a team out there that goes, yes, I can use him. That's why when people go overboard and talk about Manchester United can't get rid of these players nonsense. You would have thought Betis would have been in fantasy. That was not on the cards whatsoever. Nobody knew that. Nobody knew that. Now he's there on loan, and I believe they're paying 85% of his wages. Who would have thought Chelsea was interested in Garnacho? Whether he goes there or not is a different conversation, but there's interest. Who would have thought that? If I would have said the 30th of January, if I would have said that on the 30th of December, you lot all would have looked at me like I'm crazy. You would have thought Napoli are interested in Garnacho. Nobody thought that. There's teams out there who will take players who we don't rate. I don't get it, but there's teams out there. You see it all the time. And all Rashford's, like I said, Rashford's value is just decreasing currently. And we're going to have to take a deal we don't in particular want. Sancho was that. We didn't want to really take that deal for Sancho, but because of the terrible situation we was in, that's what it is. We didn't do the business with Sancho. We should have sold him earlier on in the window. And I said that. When him and Ten Hag, quote unquote, made up, he should have been moved on then. Because then you could actually get some form of value for him, not 25 million. You maybe could have got 50 M's. And then you use that 50 million to then reinvest in the squad. Same with Rashford. We can't say now, you take him, but we want an obligation to buy. Teams will say, you keep him then. And then you just got an unhappy player on your books for 6 months. Literally from January till May. Or we take him and we pay 85% of his wages. No, you pay 85% of his wages. It's like the Garnacho deal. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. But you lot continue to run up these likes, continue to hit the subscribe button, continue to share across all the socials as well, people. Continue to share across all the socials and continue to subscribe as well, people. Make sure you do so. Make sure you do that. Crazy, yo, look, back just instant. As soon as I took it off members mode, just back in an instant, just waiting. Someone got a lot of time on their hands, man. And I said, that's a great picture of me, though. It's a fantastic picture of me. Phenomenal. Well, you lot continue to get your questions in as well. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment also, people. It is. I'm going to have to find out. I'm going to try and find out like tonight or tomorrow, Warrior J. I'm going to try and figure something out because this is getting ridiculous at this point. It's getting absolutely ridiculous. It is. But questions, people. Veta will be back shortly as well. Veta. And is there a, where's the website where I can see stats, people? Let me know. where I can see stats. Like not only how many games has a player played, but their stats as well. Actually, I think he started all games. Yeah, he did. Oh no, wait. How many minutes did he play? I played not wait. That's that one sub appearance. 3. Yeah, this guy been playing. They're trying to gas it up. Premier League website, I'm gonna have to check it. How would you set up against FCSB? That's a good question. How would I set up against FCSB? Bind there and go. I'm going with a strong lineup. Euro, Delit, Martinez. Is Dogu available? Dogu's available. I'm throwing him in. Definitely. If not, I'm playing. Who even got? Fuck. Our squad is so cheeks. Who even got? Let me check. I'm trying to think. Wingbacks, like who even got to play? Like, oh fuck. I'd go Casemiro, Collier, midfield, pivot. 10s, go Ericsson, left 10, Diallo, right 10, Xerxes up top. That's for the wingbacks. Jeez. Obviously, he won't play that, but that's what I'll go with. Just having a look here. He might even play in that wingback. Yeah, I'll go Mathys left wingback. Oh shit, Lindelof was on the bench. And then right wingback. Suppose I have to go by Maz. I have to go Maz. Mathys left wingback, Maz right wingback. Because we're even a youth player I can think of and go, yeah, go get him. I can't even think that. That's what it is. Dogu's medical is Tuesday. All right, so he's going to miss this game today and miss the Palace game. Nah, Fez. Here we go. Well, 1 second, people. I'm just there doing some research. Let me have a look. Let's see. I'll figure this out. I don't know. We only have what's the squad for the trips, Warrior J? What is the squad? Let me know. What is the squad? I have no idea what the squad is. So please let me know. Who's the 4 forwards? Xerxes, what is it? Xerxes, Hoyland, Garnacho, Ahmad, Bruno. Wait, who's missing them? That's 5. Who's missing? Yeah, tap that in. I know. Where's this? Let's see. Just trying to figure out how to stop these bots. Let's see. I don't know. Okay. Xerxes, Hoyland, because they don't class Bruno as a forward. Okay, because Bruno will be there. He ain't injured. He gonna be there. So that's what it is. Oh yeah, shit. I forget Mano. Yeah. Forget. Yo, just play. Yeah. There we go. I'll switch it up. Play Ahmad right wing back. Yeah. Play Ahmad right wing back. Ericsson right 10. Mano left 10. Xerxes up top. That's what I do. Mathys left wing back and the team the same. Casemiro, Collier as the central midfield, as the pivot, and then the back 3 can be, like I said, Delit, Martinez, and Euro by there and go. Veya's back in the cut as well. Yeah, your boy Doku. We were just looking at.
No, apologies. Yeah, man. But yeah, my boy Doku. Listen, y'all need to relax on him.
1, 2, 3. So he's had 3 appearances off the bench. Everything else has been like a start, pretty much. So he's played significant minutes.
Yeah, significant minutes because he's important to the club.
Yeah, sure. That's why you lot there. That's why you lot got Savio, Grealish, Foden,
depth.
Bernardo Silva all playing out there. Yeah, depth. And you got squad, you got bench niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like Doku, I hear it.
He's not a bench guy.
Yeah, all right, sure.
He's not a bench now.
Sure. He's gonna be starting week in, week out. Yeah.
He's got great competition. He's a difference maker to be able to play on the left and the right. Like I said before I had to go, apologies. Pep is working on breaking Pep is working on breaking that code. Oh, you want to defend with a low block? I got you. Oh, you want to high press me? I got you.
Jeremy Doku's that. And I rate your wingers highly, but him, Lord of mercy.
That's because you're hating. You're hating.
Yeah, I'm hating on Jeremy.
You are
Doku,
hating. You are hating.
Worst winger.
He is going. You know what? He's going to be important for our continuation in this Champions League. He's going to be important because what we were missing today. Great result, by the way. Club Brugge hit us early. With that goal.
They break very well. They got a couple
they were running downhill. They got that ball and they were like, "Yo,
I can't wait till this the white Real Madrid, man. You lot finished." Oh my god!
I'm not even.
Mbappe, Vinny Jr., Rodrigo. No, I'm just like foreshadowing this because one, it is two very good teams, two great managers, and I like the matchup. I want to see Titans go head to head.
Yes, Titans.
I want to see.
You said that right. You said that right.
I see. I'm not a hater. That's what you two are. You two were, like I said, the last Champions League final that didn't contain one of you two. I think was 4 or 5 years ago, or something crazy like that.
Yeah, we've been.
Yeah, you lost serious outfits with serious players and Doku. So I get it, but go on, carry on as you were.
You need to stop doing that, or I'm going to start talking about all your United bums over there.
You can talk about them. These are the same bums you thought help us finish third, innit? Yeah, now they're bums though. Yeah. Didn't you see how it works, people? These lot could help us finish third back in August, September. I said these were helping us finish third.
They shouldn't be bums. They're performing like bums.
Okay, all right. Nah, they're scrubs.
They weren't signed as bums.
No, they weren't signed as bums, but they're scrubs. Same way that girl you was dating, she was signed as and that day as wifey, and then you figured out, hey, you hella annoying, you gotta go.
No. Okay, let me share this wisdom. Everybody in the chat.
It's gonna be good.
You don't determine wifey before she graduates to wifey. All right?
No, of course, but the aim is, unless you are just dating just to get to business, you're dating. All right, let me clarify that. If you are dating to settle down long term with someone, that is the aim when you go out on a said date with said female. You might just figure out she's not it for whatever reason. Like these players. We figured out most of these players, hey, you lot not it. Even though this last summer, that's far from it because they've been our better performers. The players we signed in the summer. Yeah. They've been our better. They've been our better performers, clearly.
Shout out to Ten Hag and those signings.
Yeah.
I respect that you didn't challenge that. Now,
and shout out to him for all the scrubs in front of that as well. Because he signed our biggest problems too. But hey, we move. You know what I'm saying?
But hey, Ineos is getting these players out, right? They got Anthony out.
Ineos are doing, you know what? Transfer-wise, no complaints with Ineos. I've said this. Transfer-wise, they've done very, very well. And
I like Ineos.
We'll see. Nah, I ain't saying all that.
No, I like Ineos because you know what? They skim the fat. Surplus, wasteful. Sir Alex Ferguson? What? You're getting paid to do what? No.
Well,
we're dead that.
What I don't like is them cutting kids' tickets. I don't like that. I don't fucks with that whatsoever. That's Did you not see Ratcliffe get run down on by 2 United fans?
We need to pay for these transfers, man. We need to pay for these transfers. Flawless keeps saying he needs better quality. You know what better quality requires? More money. Kids, pay up.
So you're saying I got owners and the fans have to pay for the
Exactly.
The fans have to pay. You lot don't have to pay, but we have to pay. I got it.
Wait, what do you mean you lot?
Like
they raise ticket prices over at City.
Yeah, but they're still cheap. You know what I'm saying? I opened up my cornflakes this morning and 2 City tickets fell out. They give away your tickets at universities.
That's not funny.
They give away your tickets. My mom used to work at a university. They used to give away City tickets.
Used to?
No, because she don't work there no more. So that's why. But I'm sure they still do. If you go, anyone who's in the chat, if you go to MCU, if you go to a university in Manchester, you can get City tickets.
You can get the odd ticket here.
No, you can't get the odd ticket. You can get, obviously when we're in town, it's full. But like other than that, you can get tickets. I'm saying I could pull up there and go. I'm not too far from there now. I could have walked there today and probably got tickets.
Nah.
I'm saying I seen you lot playing Real Madrid and there was empty seats.
Nah.
Crazy work. That happened. But back to the point, and back to the where was
that's because of the portion of fan base that were protesting. They're still not fans of the Champions League.
All right,
they were doing their little bit. But talking about what happened today, I love reactions And I love watch along. Flawless. I don't know what your views are at for your watch along, but I'm gonna increase that by 1, maybe by 5, 10, because I'm gonna share it with my peoples. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tune it because I love when City give up that first goal.
Yeah, it was great.
And everybody gets all giddy, like, oh damn, City are in trouble. City are out. Oh, look at these scrubs, look at these bums. I love that energy. And it happened right before the half. It happened right before the half. So I'll be honest. I tweeted this. Twitter X. I was like, listen, poor mistake. Poor mistake cost us that goal. We'll fix up for the second half. Or I think I might have said we'll fix up and win the second half. And we did exactly that.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't a surprise.
We did exactly that. But the energy, City potentially being out. Ooh, I love that.
We prey on the downfalls I prey on the downfalls of all my rivals. That's what football's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, when you get your dub, you deserve to bask in the glory. It won't be, well, like I say, when Madrid dump you out, I will be there. I can't wait.
I feel like you said this before, though.
What about Madrid dumping you out?
Yeah, did you say that in the treble winning year?
Nah, I knew you would. I knew you would.
You knew we were winning.
Yeah, I knew you would be.
Nice.
They was the last team who was going to, but
that was your hope. That was the last hope.
Yeah, because they was aging at that point, like they didn't have enough. But the season before that, was it the season before that when you
when did you accept the treble?
A long time. You know this. Because me and you spoke about it. You was like, whoa, don't be talking about treble and blah, blah, blah. You know, we didn't sound all this rubbish. You know what I'm saying? That's why.
Yo, Chad, is that how I sound?
Yeah, that's how you sound when you be talking nonsense here. Why are you talking about treble and blah, 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 flawless and do. Like, you weren't favorites for the treble. I remember telling you this verbatim, saying your odds on for a treble. You were favorites for it. I already accepted Liverpool was winning the league.
But when did you accept it? Because I didn't accept it. I didn't accept it until the FA final.
Like, no, it was early on in the season. Early on. Because I seen how Madrid looked. So it was early. I can't remember the exact month, but when I say it was early, it was supremely early. Because I knew you were going to win the league. Because I asked your boy Arteta's a scrub. We know that. Madrid weren't at it. And it was. Yeah, he's your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't act now. Just because he's gone 5 years without a trophy, don't act like he's not your boy. Because if he wins something, you'd be the one parading him around if he did win something.
Arteta wasn't expected to win. He wasn't expected to win anything his first 2 years.
No, I'm not talking about the first 2 years. I'm talking about being 700 million deep. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. A club like Arsenal winning nothing. No, it's not the same thing. If you spend 700 million at a big club, you are expected to win.
No, I know, bro. You talk about didn't win anything in 5 years. I'm not holding him to the 5 years. The first 2 years were.
I'm holding him to the 5 years. 100%. I'm holding him to the 5 years. 100%. Because you won something in your first couple months.
Oh, did you say he won something?
Yeah, he won something in his first few months. He did. Yeah, man, he did. Hold him to that.
Now, speaking of winning, this Club Brugge game, Savinho. Yo, what it do, Sunshine? What up? Sunshine, how are you? Sunshine, did you do a watch along? If you did, let us know in the chat. And if you didn't,
she didn't.
When is your next Manchester City watch along? Because I would like to tune in for that, because I think there's going to be a lot of reactions, a lot of emotions. Our next game, talk about Club Brugge. Sorry, I'm just having a protein bar. I'm trying to stay.
Enjoy, man. You trying to stay diesel?
I'm trying to be able to flex on these haters out here.
I need to follow. But go on, carry on.
When it comes down to what's next after Club Brugge, great performance from Savinho. Pep realized the mistakes he did in the first half, brought on Savinho. Savinho was a game changer. We're not obviously able to play a Mamouche in Champions League because of the whole registration thing, but when we make it out of the play-in or playoffs.
Oh, when we make it out of the play, okay, we'll be there for that.
Well, I gotta, when we make it out, that's when we can add.
When we make it out, okay. So they making it into the round of 16. You heard it here first.
I'm explaining. Okay. When we make it out is when we can have additions, when we can register these new signings.
Not if. This is like Rashford when saying when I leave, not if. I hear it, man. I respect.
Rashford done dirty too. Now, when it goes down to
By him saying he wants to leave, sure.
Hey, he's emotional.
Control your emotions. You're a grown man.
Come on. Everyone's
emotional. 2 days later.
Let's not do this. Man. Let's not do this.
No, let's do this. No, control your emotions.
Control your emotions.
It was 2 days later.
This man said, "Control your emotions."
It was 2 days later. It wasn't off the cuff. It was 2 days later. You got dropped on the Sunday, and the statement came out the Tuesday. So it wasn't emotions. Exactly.
So
see,
what?
Look at this guy choking on his own bullshit again. This is 2 weeks in a row, man. You can't kid a kid, people. Can't kid a kid. You know what I'm saying?
No, but why? Why can't he say that 2 days later? What do you mean emotions?
I have no. I'm saying you saying emotions.
It was emotions.
Emotional. I disagree. I don't think it was emotions. But even if it was, let's say you are correct. I'm saying control them. You're a grown man. What do you mean you don't know? You're a grown man. Control your emotions. Don't expect. How you expecting more from me than you do Rashford?
No, that's not it.
Yeah, so wait, if I reacted emotionally to everything you said and was wilding out, you'd be like, flawless control. No, but
yeah, but that's if you were reacting like that for everything. Look at Rashford. It's not like he does that all the time. He did that in the moment.
It's not like he's had issues with previous managers. No, that's never happened either.
Yeah, but your man. So wait, has your man? You don't think your manager was talking out emotion, or do you think your manager was being calculated when he talked about this being the worst United team?
Which comment? Depends which comment.
This is the worst United team. However we phrase.
Oh, I know what he said. He did what me and you would do in that situation. Run joke. You would do it. I would do it.
He was joking.
Because he said, when I say he's joking, that's tongue in cheek. Because the quote that people always leave out is when he said, "Oh, this is the worst Manchester United team at this time." You have your headline now. That's what he said. You have your headline now. And then he said it again and he repeated it again. Something you would do, something I would do. We both do that.
Okay.
Well, and I have no issue with him saying because statistically, obviously people don't want to do their research and the sky's always falling. Anyone with any common sense can just go to Google and see the worst ever Manchester United sides, which this is not. In modern day times, yes, but overall, no. Manchester United have been relegated before.
Oh yeah, Prem era. Like when you were complaining about your worst Prem finish.
Yeah, finish like Prem era, if you want to say that, that's cool. I don't understand why it's a problem when he's technically correct so far.
Yeah, Prem era, he's correct. Yeah,
Prem era, he's correct. So what's the issue?
Well, do you think the players needed to hear that?
Yes. Yes.
Do you think
need to be embarrassed? Yes. You need to be critiqued publicly and privately. Yes.
Do you think the club needed to hear that Rashford was ready to move on?
Rashford said it himself. That wasn't from the club. Rashford said that himself.
Yeah, but do you think he didn't? Do you think he may not or may have said that so that the club realized where he's at? Not necessarily.
Don't tell the world that. Tell me.
You think that was the first time the club heard it?
Yes. Yes. And whether it was or
wasn't, you said it yourself. Rashford hasn't been this way before.
I said this as you was gone. Don't say anything publicly. You don't need to say anything publicly. That didn't benefit you. It didn't benefit the club. It didn't benefit the team. It didn't benefit the manager. It benefited. It benefited nobody.
He may have tried to handle it privately, but
that's cool.
Realizing that he's got to now bring it public.
Oh, you don't? We will let you go. It's no problem whatsoever if you want to leave, as we're seeing right now.
Where is he going to go? Where's he going?
Who knows? Just the hell out of here. Whether it's Dortmund, whether it's AC, whether it's Barcelona, the point I'm making is don't say it publicly. If you have I say this all the time. This is my issue with the Sancho. I said this as you was gone, so I'll say it again. My issue with the Sancho and Ten Hag situation is that Ten Hag made it public. Don't make it public. Handle your business privately. That's my major issue with the Rashford situation. It's not what he said. It's the fact he said it publicly. Don't say it.
Ten Hag made CR7 public as well, right? Or was that
no? CR7 made it public.
CR7 made it public
by walking down the tunnel during a game. You've made it public. You've publicly disrespected the manager. You've publicly disrespected your teammates and the fans. I'm not with that. Cristiano Ronaldo is one of my favorite players of all time, but no one that doesn't go above the club. Yeah, 100%. He's in my top 5 greatest players of all time. And people hear me say this and go, well, how can you criticize him? Because I'm Manchester United through and through. That's why. I'm not CR7 through and through.
I hear that.
That's it. So that's why with the Ten Hag and Ronaldo situation, I was with Ten Hag.
Rashford has to be sent on before this transfer window is closed, right?
If for all parties involved, yes.
He has to go. Do you think is there any chance that he remains in the Prem?
Maybe Arsenal, but then Arsenal would have to terminate a loan for them to get him, because you can only have two. It's a maximum of 2 loans from teams in the Premier League. So if they terminated the loan of Neto, they could come and get him. The problem is wages. But where we have to be smart is we just have to pay the majority of the wages to get rid of him alone for the time being. And I'm cool with that.
You'll have to do a Chelsea Sterling type thing.
Yeah, if we have to pay 80-90% of his wages to get him to a Dortmund or get him to an AC or wherever, I'm cool with that. Just get him.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we're dealing with different issues over there. I mean, you play tomorrow night, right?
Well, yeah, technically tomorrow night, your time zone. Yes,
yeah,
today here.
You play today. All right, so we'll be watching that. You doing a watch along?
Of course.
Nice. All right. What are the hopes? What are the expectations like?
Just get the dub and we finish top 8. No playoff thing. No 24th, 25th, 22nd. Just get a win. We've done all right in Europe. Just
get expectations on who you want starting. Who do you play in the Prem? Like what
Palace
managing minutes?
Palace at home.
That's tough. No,
of course that's tough.
You want to see some players dropped in the.
How long have you got
in the Europa?
I want to see.
No. I mean, no player rotation. Who you want to? Who would you rather see?
Both. He plays the players I want to see. He plays in Europa League more time. He's rotated for cup competitions. They're the players I prefer to see. I prefer to see the likes of Xerxes and Eriksen and Bayern over Bruno and Højlund and Onana.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Well, all right. I'm tired of these but he'll rotate. But in regards to it, obviously I want to win, and of course a good performance, that's it. But just don't fuck around and lose and end up.
Well, you just want to win. If you happen to just late winner.
Yeah, we get late winner, I know what these are like. I know what his team's like. We're 13th for a reason. That's why when everyone was like, I can't believe the quality, I can't believe the Fulham Manchester United game, it was 10th versus 13th. What did you expect? It's 2 mid-table clubs.
I did expect better football. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's your fault.
Better football.
If you expect better football from 10th versus 13th, if you're 10th and 13th,
y'all stunk it up. Y'all made it.
Yeah, Fulham been overrated. Fulham been performing
overrated.
In regards to it, yeah, of course. Fulham don't play scintillating football. They have a couple of good players like Smith Rowe's of quality, Jimenez is of quality, but they are not a phenomenon. They're 10th for a reason. They're not Bournemouth in terms of performance. They're not Forest. They're not Villa. They're not Newcastle. That's why they're 10th.
Okay.
It was 2 mid-table clubs. Same way there's 2 mid-table clubs playing at Old Trafford on Sunday. If you're expecting quality football, that's your fault.
Okay.
That's 13th versus 14th for a reason.
I know not to tune into United games for quality football. Not currently. Not that you've always been this way.
You might catch the odd game where we're playing well or the team we're facing is playing well, but overall, no.
No, I expect you all the way you got that jammy win versus us. That's what I expect you guys doing to other clubs.
No, that wasn't a jammy win.
Come on, man, don't do that. That was my player error in Nunes, and Nunes actually cost us a goal in this.
Yeah, he got cooked, but no, that was the plan against you. Look, the plan might have not been the prettiest, but that was the plan.
Okay, well, the plan was the last 2.
The plan?
Okay, that was the plan.
No, outside of that, the plan was to keep the game tight.
Yeah.
Limit you lot going forward.
Jammy, keep the game tight. Get a jammy goal.
How was that jam? It was a goal of quality.
No, it was a player error. It was a player error.
Both things. Both can be true. Player error, but also which are you talking about? The first or second goal?
The first.
Oh yeah,
the first resulted in no pen.
Yeah, the second goal I'm talking about. But even outside of that, we should have equalized before that.
Oh, goodness.
But your boy Bruno missed the 1-on-1, but we move.
This guy puts every bum over there as my guy.
He was captaining us to 3rd at the start of the season, according to you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he was one of your better players.
Exactly, he was one of our better players, and
one of your better players. Not because I think that
he's one of our better players, and look where we are because he's one of our better players.
Oh, y'all, Ineos, they'll fix up. They'll be able to get that right.
Yeah, they're doing all right. Hey, big up Bayesian Pop says, big up, you are the lofty heights of 12th. We are, but yeah, back to you lot anyway. Where was we at? What was you
we talking Champions League, man. We talking about, listen, the Savinho doing his thing. Beautiful. Gavardio, crazy. You know what a player starts off as a striker, and then it's like, for whatever system or whichever coach is like, nah, you're a defender. That's Gavardio. Gavardio as a kid must have been a striker because he's so poised. Listen, his footwork is nasty.
Serious, man. Better feet than Doku is crazy.
No, don't do that. I think it's great.
Hey, yeah, bad winger. But he's got more GNA. Uncomfortable conversations.
No, he doesn't have more GNA.
He don't have more GNA than Doku.
He doesn't have more GNA. Yes. Sure? Yes. Okay. Don't do that. Don't do all that.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. When it comes down to this momentum from the Champions League, because I got a big game on the weekend.
Oh, we're gonna get to that. I want your thoughts.
No, I got a big game on the weekend.
I know it's your boy over in the dugout. Bear in mind, just to clarify, he has more goals than him in the Premier League.
You said GA. Don't switch it up. You said GA.
I'm just letting
Don't switch it up, Flawless. You said GA.
I'm gonna get Doku's like, let me just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just for the record, he's got more G. I didn't say any of that. I said GA, which you said.
The fact that he's got more goals than him is crazy.
Oh, okay. Now you want to remix it? Go ahead.
That's crazy. Nah, that's just crazy in itself. All right, where we at?
He's got more goals than that bum Nunes that's a striker for Liverpool. So let's not do all that.
Right, man's only got 6 goals in 44 appearances for you. Look, damn. That's across all. Damn. Jesus. That is dreadful. Fuck.
Our wingers are changing. They're evolving.
Jack
Grealish wasn't asked
she's not a slut. She's just assessing her options. Go on, carry on.
What? Nah, he had that one in the chamber. I don't like that. Listen.
Go on.
What we're expecting of our wingers, it's gonna be night and day. That's why I said Pep's that mad genius. You're gonna be seeing things done from Doku, Savinho. Mm-hmm. I think Grealish is gonna get moved more centrally. Okay. But even if we're gonna have the occasional play from an Oscar Bob when he returns, problems, Flawless. Problems. But hey, don't worry about doing that research with GNA. Doku, when healthy, he's going to be so much more consistent. Gavardio, amazing. Savinho, incredible.
You know what I'm saying 7 GNA for Doku, 5 GNA for Vadio. So it's close. My money's on Vadio by the end of the season, though. That's Prem only.
That'd be a mistake. All
right, cool. Well, there's only 2 in it now, so and we know who's going to play more anyway. We know that much.
Yeah. But I think what's going to be asked more of each player with regards to GNA, it's going to fall on Doku. It's going to fall on Doku. And if we happen to get matched up, with Real Madrid in Champions League, I think you're going to see the best of Doku. If healthy, you're going to see the best of them. Now, I want to say this.
That's the Doku.
My expectations for the season obviously changed dramatically from the start of things, right? Nice. Saw who was healthy, saw who was available. The same way I had to backtrack on what I thought United would do, I had to backtrack on what I thought City would do, right?
That's fair.
I'm listening to Pep press conference. And Pep isn't so arrogant to think that he can do whatever he wants with players that have passed it, right? We're seeing evidence right now where Gundogan's passed it. We're seeing limitations of Kova with regards to running with the ball. That equalizer that he scored today, thank you, Kova. I know you could do that.
That's quality. That's a quality goal.
That's beautiful.
Shocking defending, but quality goal.
But the backtracking, the defending, the legs in midfield, that's where we need to fix up. That's where City are being incredibly patient. That's where City are like, you know what? Everyone's telling me just spend the money, go get somebody. No, we understand the deal's got to Agents got to agree. Players got to agree. Clubs got to agree. City aren't going to make the mistake of just getting a Band-Aid fix. It's not going to be no panic solutions here. We're going to get someone that's going to be good for the immediate and good long term. The same way we did it with our 2 center backs, young, talented, as well as Omar Mamouche, for the present as well as for the future. So if we happen, quote unquote, drag our feet on this DM, if we happen to rely on Pep to find a solution, the same way he did when we had no striker and the man implemented the false 9 and did a madness and we won the league, if he's going to happen to have to implement the system and have us just finish top 4, so be it.
We know you finish. Yeah, we know you lot are finishing top 4. The league's gone. You lot are finishing top. Well, you will finish top 4, but the league's done.
Now, where I enjoy the journey is
you can tell you're Arsenal when I tell. Lord of mercy.
Am I just going to finish top 4? Am I going to finish 3rd? Am I going to finish 2nd?
So you hyping up if you're going to finish 2nd runners up or 3rd runners up. I hear it, man. It's about the journey. Told you, man. Arteta's his boy, man. It's right out the Arsenal playbook.
Flawless. Listen, if we're in a race, right? If we're in a race, I ain't going to be like you. Oh, you're not winning the race, so then you're okay getting last? No. Of course not. I'm still gonna run to that finish line. If I finish 2nd, 3rd, I'm gonna do my absolute best. I ain't gonna be I ain't gonna punk out of this. So
there's no punking out. You know what I'm saying? Ain't your 2 top players in Real Madrid in the quarterfinal punking out, but we move. Go on as you were.
See, the funny thing is, this man would want these players recognizing that they're not capable of going further, injuring themselves for the sake of this game, and then maybe being out for the remainder of the year. Maybe my club being even worse. Maybe my club having to go out and spend. Maybe them also jeopardizing their careers. No, I'm glad these players recognize.
I don't even think it's that. I think it was in a tough game and was like, we tired, we don't want in. Because if you lot were 3-0 up, guaranteed there would have been no tiredness.
No,
would have been asking to come off.
With your guarantees. Those are all guarantees. You don't know any of that. You don't know any of that.
So now, for those that don't know, what I'm clarifying is when Real Madrid knocked out Manchester City on penalties, was it last season?
Yeah.
Last season, both, and Pep said this verbatim, people, so this is not me making this up, and said, well, I'm paraphrasing, that De Bruyne and Haaland were asked to come off because they were tired. Champions League quarterfinal, and it's Real Madrid at home. Knowing if you win it, it's the final before the final because they were the 2 best teams in the competition. That if we win this, we probably win the Champions League again, and they came off because they was tired. Now ask yourself, people, hypothetical manner, because Vader's right when he says, I can't guarantee you. They was winning 3-0. Do you think, or Haaland's on a hat-trick and De Bruyne is on a hat-trick assist? Ask yourself, are they asking to come off? You ever seen a player ask to come off because he's tired in a game that his team's winning and dominating? Just ask yourself that, people. Has that ever happened? Well, go on, as you were.
So
I'm just here just to let
you
people
know. You need to apply this proper logic. And here's where
you apply the logic.
Yeah, here's where my wisdom is gonna hopefully educate you. If you happen if you happen to be 2-3 goals up and you're not at your best, you know that if you falter, you know that if you make a costly mistake, it's not going to cost the game. You got 2-3 goal cushion. Everything's nice and gravy. If you're in a tight do or die, that goal that gets scored could be wraps. There's no room for error. You're like, if they catch me and I'm not able to bust a gut back, I'm going to cost this team, then I'm going to say, right, I'm out.
Well, let's get to it because you be trying to avoid it, man. And I know you
avoid it. I'm giving you the facts. Warrior, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? The wisdom. I gotta share the wisdom. Hey, it is a sin not to pass on information. It is a sin not to.
That's why I pass on information. So I'll ask the chat again. This ain't even at Vega. You ever seen it? Champions League knockout stages where a team is up dominating and 2 players asked to come off because they're tired. Just ask yourself if that's happened, people.
Why do you paint that scenario? We weren't dominating.
No, that's the point I'm making. I'm saying, have you ever seen it? If no, you lot weren't dominating. What I'm saying is, have you ever seen that happen where a team has been dominated and 2 players are coming off? Because what I'm saying is, I'll have to break it down. Now this is the real nigga challenge. If City were dominating that game, Haaland and De Bruyne are not asking to come off, in my opinion. That's what I'm saying. City were cruising and 2-0 up, and Haaland's on for a hat-trick, and De Bruyne is on for a hat-trick of assists, and no chance. No chance. And then man asking to come off in that game. You won't see it ever. What we talking about? Never will you see that.
That doesn't make any sense.
Have you ever? Okay, so let me ask you.
But if they're cruising, if the team is cruising versus a Real Madrid, they aren't as critical to an error happening on the pitch if they're cruising.
But then they're critical for what you said and all that rubbish in regards to, they could get injured and and all that. So why wouldn't you come off? Because you could potentially get injured, like you said.
No, because you're ignoring the fact of a player saying, I'm tired, I'm fatigued. Yeah, you're ignoring the fact of both of those players. I just
think they got it. I just think they didn't fancy it.
They didn't know. They didn't quit. They didn't quit.
They quit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all right.
Oh,
they
my
quit.
gosh. Oh my gosh!
Because if you were winning the game
over here in North American sports, you have this. When players do this, they need a sub, right? Rotation. That you're not punking out. You're like, I'm gassed right now. I need a breather.
That man didn't fancy it, man. Yeah, because you don't have roll on, roll off. So basketball, for example, you can come off and come back on. That's all a whole different conversation. You know, once you go off, when you're in a Champions League quarterfinal, you are not getting back on.
That's how critical it was. That's how much they realized.
And I guarantee you they regret that decision. How did that work out for them and the team?
Why would they have regretted that decision?
No, they regret the decision in the aftermath of it.
Why?
Because you lot lost.
We think we lost because of them.
No, I'm saying I think they could have impacted the game. They would have took two. Let me ask you this question. Would they have took two of the penalties?
Yeah.
Okay. And they're two of your better penalty takers, correct?
Yes.
So that increases your chances of winning the game. So I can only talk from my perspective.
But those two players could have still been in the five and cost us the loss.
They could have. They could have. But what I'm saying is I think they regret. Personally, I think they regret. Of course you do. We could have changed the game. I'm Haaland's ability and De Bruyne's ability, and I go off because I'm tired.
They played nearly 80 minutes, and it was a 0-0.
Facts.
There's no changing.
As did Real Madrid players. None of them has to come off tired. No elite. No, I can't say that because they are elite. But I don't remember two players ever doing that in the Champions League quarterfinal, to my recollection of that note. I could be wrong.
Because you know what happens. You know what happens? The manager makes the decision for them.
No.
Yes.
No. Pep said verbatim.
No. I know what Pep said in this situation, but you not remembering. No. Flawless. But just because you can't remember past semifinals of players requesting to come off, another reason why you can't remember is because the manager in those situations would have made the sub themselves. Would have said you're off.
Yeah, so let the manager make the decision for me. The Pep said verbatim. I don't think Pep takes them up if they don't ask to be taken off. He said it in the interview.
No, yes,
I get all that,
but there's not
one you out there if you don't want to be
one wrong, one right.
You ain't got the heart for it. I get it, man. That man didn't fancy it, man. I get it, man. Real Madrid got you lot, man, shook, man, boogie, man. And now you got to go to the Bernabeu with De Bruyne older.
Boogie, man.
Yeah, man, boogie, man. For you lot.
Real Madrid fans.
Boogie, man.
Real Madrid didn't want to face City.
Boogie, man, for you.
Crazy.
Boogeyman, you know what I'm saying, for you lot. Boogeyman. They don't want them problems.
I'm the only one that talks about Real Madrid as rivals. You're the one that's like, Real Madrid, they ain't my rivals. Go on and collect as many UCLs as you want. We different that way.
As you eloquently told me at the start of the show, my team's not in the Champions League, so why would I be worried about Real Madrid? They can't stop me from winning any trophy. What trophy can they stop me from winning?
That's not the mentality.
Of course it is. What trophy can they stop me from winning?
No, it's not about stopping you. It's about them continuing to collect these trophies.
If they continue to collect, I don't want them to. I've never said I want Real Madrid to win the Champions
you said
League.
I don't care whether they collect these trophies.
I said I don't care. That's what I said.
Yeah, you should care. Well, you should care.
Why should I care?
Because they're increasing this UCL gap
between them increasing. That is what it is. They wouldn't be my pick to win the Champions League. No, I'm saying. But I know one thing I do know for sure is I don't want you lot winning it. That's my aim. I don't want my rivals. So when you say, Real Madrid ain't my rivals. Rivals for what? They can't stop. Now, if we in the Champions League, that's a whole different conversation. If we face them, I'm like, hey, let's go to Madrid. You know what I'm saying? And don't do a De Bruyne and a Haaland and come off tired. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Don't you dare.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know, pick a player. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever turn around and say, I'm tired. Let the manager do that. So then I can crash it on the manager for doing that. The manager takes you off and says, I think the players were tired. Because even a tired De Bruyne and a tired Haaland can win you a game at any moment.
Nope.
Because all you needed was one goal. Of course they can.
Nope.
A tired De Bruyne can't win you a game at any given moment with his skill.
Not any given moment. In an optimal final third, ball pass to him. Sure. But in terms of
at any moment, even tired can win you a football match.
Tired player can also cost you.
Yeah, he can. And he cost you coming off.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
he didn't cost the thing coming off.
Because it cost you coming off, man.
No, because we were still able to close out that game 0-0.
That wasn't the aim. The aim was to win.
See, this is the thing. You always look at things offensively, because we had this conversation before when we were talking about goals scored. You're only looking at your team improving because you're going to score more. I also look at how the team needs to do in defense.
See, here's where that falls down. Madrid were playing for penalties.
So we still needed to be able to defend on a counter. When they have possession, we still need to be able to run back and defend. Yes,
you lot were dominating.
No, not like
You lot dominate. They didn't have a shot on target outside of the goal. Their last shot on target was outside of the goal.
Yeah, a shot on target, a shot attempt. I still consider those threatening from a Real Madrid. The fact that it didn't go on.
Hey, it went. Hey, you lot went out. So props to De Bruyne and Haaland for doing that, man. Innit? I love that, man. Great game. Shout out to you lot for your terrible penalties. Love that too. Arsenal, confident going into this game. Stay humble, Derby. Talk about it. I know it's your boy. You don't want to kill him and all that, but you must. For top
this game with this game versus Arsenal. I think this is a top 2 decider.
Hey, crazy pops, man. Funny how Veta wants to crash on Klopp for being tired, but isn't happy for his star boys to be tired. KDB ain't running back like that. Hey, Pops got a point, man. Hey, Pops.
No, Pops does not have a point.
Talk to him, Pops.
Oh my God,
Pops. Talk to him, Pops.
See, Pops.
Talk to him.
I
stay humble. You got me here linking up with the ops. You know what I'm saying? But
stay humble, eh? That's what this whole matchup. We're playing Arsenal. It's a stay humble.
Stay humble, Derby.
Stay humble class.
Yeah. But you're saying, hey, Klopp, it was Klopp. You know what I'm saying? He was tired. It was a problem. But hey, De Bruyne and Haaland, it was okay. Say Klopp was making mistakes that could cost Liverpool in the long run. How could that happen?
Was tired.
Yeah, he was tired.
Klopp was tired of seeing Lego head Arteta beat him to a higher standing in the Prem. He was tired of that.
It's nothing to do with you, lot.
What do you mean? No.
Because you think Arteta broke him, didn't he? I don't think it was that.
Arteta broke Klopp. Klopp was accustomed to losing to City. Klopp was ready to be like, we cannot compete. He's saying that all the time, and we cannot compete.
You lot broke him, man. Because you say you lot broke him.
We did not
broke their fan base.
Klopp was satisfied. Klopp was happy. Klopp was content finishing second to City.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. It was not a problem.
Based off of what?
Because he'd already said, I cannot compete. He's accepted it. He was ready to do his job, maybe get the occasional domestic trophy here and there, maybe pimp his way to win a Prem because
what's pimping your way to win a Prem?
No, it's just a phrase. But he was just okay.
What does that mean? What does that phrase mean? I don't know what that means.
He was just okay to accidentally fall into something.
Oh, you saying
all right?
I'll tell. But anyways, back to the stay humble Derby, man, against your boy. I'll tell. Thoughts, man. Confident going to the Emirates? Not confident.
Oh,
did you not win there last year? What was the score last year there?
I lost 1-0.
Was it deflection?
Yeah.
Was it that one? Okay, go on. Carry on.
1-0. I lost. Pep played like 6 center backs in that game. No Rodri. It was a tough one.
Hey, hopefully Doku's fit, man. All right, let's go. Let's see. 1 second.
I don't think he will be. He will be. He wasn't on the bench in this game. I doubt that he'd be on the bench for Arsenal. Although that might be. Nah, I didn't even see him on the training pitch. I think Arteta's got some things to worry about. Arteta would prefer to sit back.
Big up, Pops. We're gonna do the crossover, man. The Man City Bayesian show.
That ain't happening. No. Why? Listen.
Why not?
That ain't happening.
Why can't that happen?
Because I done told the people, listen, until until Vader Games TV hits the 1K.
Oh, we're gonna get you to 1,000. Yeah. We're gonna get you to 1,000. So you lot subscribe to Vader Games TV right now. But we're gonna I didn't say instantly, but we're gonna make it happen.
Yeah. We'll have our people's talk and connect. You know what I mean?
Give the chat what they want, man. The people, that's what they want. See, look, the chat want it. You know what I'm saying?
The chat need to chill.
Look, my calling you out, man. Said, man, you
Listen, you know what? If Pops and I are actually gonna do a proper breakdown, one thing we're gonna have a certain rules in place, right? Because Pops likes to flex a little bit. Pops likes to flex and kind of interrupt the flow. So if we're gonna do this, it's gonna be
Pops is respectful. You know what, Pops? He's crazy. You and Pops do the same shit, and it's funny as hell. You might do the same thing, and that's a compliment when I say it.
What do we do? What do we do?
Because you got a very intelligent, very very intelligent football fans, and you lot will ask questions and give answers that it don't sound like a shot, but it's a shot. That's what you two do. It's fantastic. It's great. You're shameless, and Pops is shameless as well.
Is that
like
true,
basically, if you like, well, like like in Street Fighter or like Tekken, and you have like fighters, and you list all the things that they're good at. You might are literally all good at all the same things.
You know what?
If
we do a battle rap style, Pops, I gotta shout out Pops.
Because Pops, you know what Pops is? He'll be
his rebuttals. Pops' rebuttals. His rebuttal game's nasty. I respect it.
And he's like you on the whole. He don't say it, but he'll be like, all right, listen, the whole platinums and OG, because he an older head as well. He's on, but he just don't say it. So you might got similar styles in that sense, but he don't say it. Like Pops will son someone but won't say it. You'll son someone but say it. That's the difference.
Well, I gotta break it down too, because I know that you got a lot of people that are listening on the platform, so they can't quite see.
That's why you're here, Vader, man. Yeah. As much as you're a gaslighter extraordinaire, gubernatorial nigga, but you're here for a reason, man. Of course.
Gaslighter. Listen, all right. This
Arsenal, sorry. Big up to A Solomon.
Oh yeah, large up.
5 memberships as well. Everybody, W's in the chat, smoke emojis in the chat for A Solomon. A Solomon, my don, much appreciated, man. Thank you very much, everyone. If he gifted you a membership, say thank you. Fire emoji, smoke emojis in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to Vader Games TV. Sorry, see, Vader always getting us off topic. This is his plan. Arsenal game.
Listen, this Arsenal game is going to be critical because I haven't given up on the Prem, but it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot for me to actually be in the mix to win it. It's going to require what some may say a slip. It's going to require a slip for Liverpool to actually allow me back in this race, because the point gap is ridiculous. But for me to actually have an attempt to get there, I got to beat Arsenal. I got to get these 3 points. And I think it's doable. I think it's doable from what I was able to see from my club, from what I was able to see from Pep. I also think I have enough weapons. I have enough that would make life dangerous for them. My only issue is that they have a better midfield. And when I say better, I mean they got the legs. They've got runners. Rice can run. Partey can run. Odegaard will be able to put in a defensive shift. That is going to be an issue. Now, if I have the same starting 11 that I had versus Chelsea, playing versus Arsenal, I'm going to take my shot. I'm going to take my shot with this. I believe this game is played on Saturday.
It's Sunday.
It's just,
it's a late kick.
Sunday. Even more rest. If this game playing on Sunday, we will have to link up, whether it's a Saturday on one of your watch-alongs or one of your breakdown shows, you talking with the men dem or whatever. I could be in the chat, but what?
Go on, carry on, yo. You just
the Sunday game. I hate giving predictions so far in advance.
It's up to you. I'm doing a Q&A Sunday, so if you want to pull up, feel free for that. I'll do a Q&A on Sunday.
Doing the Q&A
Sunday night. So it'll probably be about
post. You mean post match?
Yeah, after the game. Why are you looking to pull up before? If you want to pull up to one of the watch alongs Saturday, feel free. I'm doing watch alongs all Saturday.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, if you want, do great for you because you like clowning on them. I'm doing the Liverpool game against Bournemouth. So look for that.
For the record,
Brighton, Liverpool, Bournemouth, Liverpool, and then the late kick, which
for the record, it's not about me clowning. It's not about me clowning. I tell you this all the time. I'm the Denzel with regards to this whole thing, man. Equalizer. If you say nothing about my club, we cool. But once you say something a little sideways, I gotta clap back. I got to. So Liverpool, they handle their business on the weekend. Arsenal, I got to handle my business. Every Liverpool fan, funny enough, every Liverpool fan is going to be cheering for City. Every Liverpool fan is going to be like, oh, take some points off Arsenal. As much as you be like, Arteta could never win.
To an extent, because of mathematically, if they're smart, they're cheering for a draw. But I hear your point. Your overall point makes sense.
And this is Liverpool. This is Liverpool.
This is why I say, yo, what you doing, this guy, yo. This guy.
So I like how this man had to drop the disclaimer. Mathematically, you're right.
You're right. Because you technically, you are right.
Okay.
But realistically, you are wrong. Or mathematically, you're right. You've got them. The maths is mathing. I can't criticize you for that. But if you're an Arsenal fan, if you're a Liverpool fan, you know who's more dangerous.
Exactly.
So you know City getting closer to you is not the idea.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be.
I think a lot of Liverpool fans would be more happy with more happy with Arsenal a point off them than you lot being 6 points off them, because they know you're capable.
Yes. So this is what's going to make it so unique, because I think the Liverpool fan base are going to be all over the place. They're going to be conflicted. They're going to be like, oh, what do we really want? The watch-alongs are going to be amazing as well. Now, I want to see what Pep does in terms of his starting 11. I'm confident that we can put in a better show than we did at home. And obviously Arsenal defended for their lives. They just bunkered down. But I think we can show better, because it's going to be a matter of which weapons, which threats do Arsenal have that can hurt us? And then obviously where we can hurt them. Because at striker, it's not going to be a pace thing, right? Even on the wing play, Martinelli, okay, maybe. But the whole everybody running downhill like how Liverpool can hurt us, I don't really see that from our Arsenal. I'm gonna give you a score prediction when we talk again, but I'm confident that City.
We talking again? So you gotta give me a prediction tonight. When we talking again? You ain't gonna talk again. When?
I don't know.
You're a family man. You got stuff.
Let me say, okay.
So yes, scoreline prediction.
At the Emirates,
City ain't doing too well now. You don't want to do scoreline predictions this season. You don't notice that. Right. Arsenal versus Manchester City. I'll give you mine. I think Arsenal beat you lot. 2-1 Arsenal.
Nah.
I think Arsenal beat you lot. Yeah.
Can't see it. I'm gonna
too fragile defensively, and if he plays Nunes fullback again, whether it's Trossard over that side is gonna have a field day. Midfield, you already mentioned it. If he goes Rice, Partey, Odegaard, they have a better midfield. And defensively, I think they can deal with you lot.
I see us doing what we did to Chelsea.
So I see it. I'm saying
3-1.
3-1.
3-1.
Okay. And all jokes aside, when you gonna start doing watch-alongs on your channel?
I watched the games with my minions, right? My baby girl and my son.
So you know what? Fair enough. I understand that. That makes sense.
I'm not putting them on screen, but
no, of course not. No, I understand that, man. That's fair. Yeah. I'm just saying that you in a watch-along sense will go clear. Like people will tune into that 100%.
Yeah, you know what? If anything, I'll do a feature. I'll try to feature on.
You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome.
Yeah, bless up.
Any watch-along I do, but Manchester United. You know more than welcome.
Yo, that would be fire though. That would be fire.
All right, here's what we'll do, because I did it with Pops and Barnes for Beijing Reds TV. Manchester Derby, we can do it if you want. We can do a crossover.
Who do you? Is it Arsenal and Liverpool that play late, or is it United and Liverpool that play late in the season?
When? Oh no, we play
like
both.
The last 2 games of the season.
We gotta play. We play Chelsea late in the season.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. The Derby.
If you want. We can do the Manchester derby, and we can run it on my channel and yours if you want.
We'll look to do that. We'll look to do that.
It's totally up to you because Pop said it because we did it with Beijing Reds TV when we played Liverpool. And Barnes and Pops was on, me, Sheik, and Eddie was on, and we did it live on their YouTube, my YouTube.
Shout out to Eddie. Hey guys, listen. The season, the United season, I like the flows of it. I like the growth. Can I say this? I like the growth that I'm seeing from you, Eddie, Sheik, in terms of like some of the things. No, like dealing with some of the things you don't like from a player standpoint. Maybe I'm just noticing like a calmness. You know what I talked about? Like I don't want to see so much crying, so much whining. I have to say, like I'm not seeing that from you.
Because you know why? They're giving me something to believe in. I feel there's an adult in the room.
I like it.
Somebody's in charge. When I don't think it's because people haven't seen me do it, but they forget I did it for Ten Hag as well. I'll back you until you give me multiple.
I respect it. I respect
it all the time. Yeah. I'll back any manager or any player at Manchester United until you give me multiple reasons not to.
At what point though? Because you gotta pay out these managers that you fire, that you sack.
Absolutely,
right? That gets kind of pricey.
Of course.
So that's
a dumb problem. Hire Bell.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Amarin's on is it a 2-year or is
that's a great point? I have no idea, what deal he signed. Let me check. That's a great question. I have no idea.
And I am terribly sorry because I'm seeing this message right now with regards to helping my eldest with something. Listen.
Right, so 2027, you are right. So we signed technically 2.5-year deal because he would have signed 2024.
Okay. That's actually good business. That's good business.
2027, yeah.
Give him enough time to cook. Give him enough time to get his players in.
The reason why you don't hear me critiquing things is because I like more often, and I'm liking what the manager's doing.
Yes.
Now I still criticize where he has.
And you refer to him as my man. You say my manager.
That's my gaffer.
Yeah.
Until you show me otherwise.
I like that.
And he was the manager I wanted. And then once he's joined, I'm like, I like what you've done so far. You've done much more good than bad. Now, there is still certain things I have issues with, but it's more good than bad. And the fact that you're trying to get rid of Garnacho and Rashford, I'm with it.
Let me say this. Obviously, we're going to have the results of the Arsenal game the next show. And again, apologies, certain distractions, but I'm going to have to talk about Chelsea in greater depth with regards to the fan base and what they've been talking about their manager, the things that they kind of criticize Poch on, which they seem to kind of be ignoring with Maresca right now. I want to address that. Also, moving forward, I want to talk a little more about this whole Liverpool performance. Like, they're doing some great things, but at some point, I'm like, is this not ruining? Like, if Slot actually goes out and does what it's looking like he's about to do.
He's going to do it, by the way.
So if he does this, we got to look at Klopp like, were you really doing something? We got to look at Klopp and be like, oh, you should have been doing a lot more, Klopp. So we're going to have the conversation. We'll have the conversation. We're going to keep it balanced. Obviously, we wanted to talk Champions League. We want to talk upcoming games, but we will need to talk. We will need to talk. Everybody in the chat, subscribe to this channel if you haven't. And I don't read the comments, but I appreciate you guys being in the comments. You guys obviously know that I watched this after the fact, so I'm gonna see what you all saying about me, saying about the show. Always love, always respected. Yes. Also, flawless. Listen, no disrespect, no trolling.
Of course.
No trolling. I want you guys to win tomorrow
against FCSB.
You think I'm paying attention to who you're playing in Europa?
Yeah, of course. No. Of course, you don't mind if we win out because it makes no difference to you.
It doesn't make a difference. What do you mean? There's joy in like you losing. There's joy in you guys crashing out. There's joy in you guys being like.
So why do you want us to win? Why do you want us to win then?
Because the crashes, or should I say the falls?
Oh, so you want us to have high, so the low is worse?
Yes, and the crashes are more dramatic with more speed. You're right. Okay. You guys are revving up right now.
I noticed how he asked this question with no trolling, and then proceeded to have troll-like tendencies in the question. Joke, man. Sky joke. Man.
No. I was saying. I want you guys to win tomorrow. The aftermath and all that stuff. That's for another day. But I do want you guys to win tomorrow. And I'll be honest, Sheik, Eddie. Sometimes I often listen, and I'm not watching you.
Yeah. You're locked in.
Yeah. But hearing the joy in the voice, hearing the joy in the voice. Yo, listen. Sometimes I'm like, yo, these guys are giddy right now. These guys are amped up. Especially Eddie. Eddie's my guy.
Eddie's low key. One of the funniest people in the
hilarious.
One of the funniest content creators. Like he's like, when regards to everyone I work with, he's probably top 3 in regards to people I work with. Eddie is that funny.
And when Eddie isn't like, or I don't know if it's work or whatever life distracted, when he's like I'm like, jokes. Yeah.
Eddie's comfortably on the table of his own, like Sheik said. Shout out to my guy Eddie. Make sure you lot subscribe to Sheik TV, subscribe to Via Games TV. So Vegas, you've heard him say here, City going to the Emirates, winning comfy, 3-1. If they get Real Madrid in knockout rounds, comfy. They're just going to knock out Goliath, as he says.
You're doing this again. You're throwing in the extra spice.
You didn't say you will knock out.
I didn't say comfy with regards to Real Madrid. I didn't say
you said comfy Arsenal, not Real Madrid.
Yeah.
You're gonna beat Arsenal and then you beat Real Madrid. Sorry, I shouldn't have said comfy. You beat Real Madrid, you knocked them out of the competition.
We'll see. We got time for Real Madrid. Let me deal with Arsenal.
Now we'll see.
Let me deal with Arsenal. And then I got who do I play in FA?
Some that's nobody of note. One sec, I'll tell you now. Let me check.
Lorient
fixtures. Yeah, Leighton Orient or something. Really, you won't tell me.
No, I'm not talking about that now. One game at a time. But everybody in the chat, I gotta run. Bless up to each and everyone.
You still holding out hope on Premier League?
Listen,
because bear in mind, 86 points is the max you can get.
If Bournemouth do something, we gotta talk.
Okay, we ain't doing that. Bournemouth doing something. What's your scoreline prediction for that game Saturday? And if you're not busy, make sure you're there.
Handle Bournemouth. Come on, Liverpool should handle. They should.
Do you see what Bournemouth did?
No, Bournemouth. But Liverpool. What Liverpool do well should handle what Bournemouth.
Have you seen what Bournemouth have done? They've scored 9 goals in their last 2 Premier League games. You know what I respect.
Yeah.
They packed up Forest and packed up Newcastle.
They did. They slapped up Forest like slap. But hey. If Bournemouth get a result, then we'll have the conversation on what's happening in the Prem.
Okay, do Bournemouth get a result against them? Yeah, he's trying to escape this.
Nah, Liverpool are winning comfortably.
Scoreline.
Liverpool 3-0.
Okay, so then there's nothing to talk about. They win 3-0, you win 3-1.
Yeah, nothing to talk about in terms of like, ooh, are you looking over your shoulder a little bit?
Do you think 86 points is enough to win the league title?
You think this is Fergie's time of winning the Prem? No.
I'm asking you a question. That's the match. No. So the reason why I asked that's the maximum amount of points you can get.
Yeah, and that's why I'm looking at a top 2 fight. That's why I'm looking at
okay. So yeah, he's given up on the Prem.
I haven't given up on the Prem because a lot of things need to happen.
You just said 86 points ain't enough. This ain't the fair.
I don't think it's enough, but a lot of things can happen. Listen, this guy got me longer. Listen, bless up everybody. We'll talk.
Make sure you subscribe to Vega Games TV. This joke man will be back. It'll be back to normal time next week, Tuesday, people. It was only been Wednesday the past couple of weeks because City have played obviously Wednesday. Well, yesterday if you're in the UK, or today still if you're in another time zone, and last week as well. But make sure you subscribe to Vega Games TV. Make sure you do so. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Yeah, man, second. He said second, top 2 scrap, which they can get. Because if they beat Arsenal, which I don't think they'll beat Arsenal, they will be 6 points off them. But I still think even if they lose, they can catch him. What did Saeed do at the end of Mandem? So I'll just pull it up now. Let's see what he said. I'll just pull it up now. 1 second. Let's see what he said. Let's see. What did Saeed say at the end of Mandem? My man's at 140k. Shout out to Saeed, man. That is my bro right there, man. Doing bits. What did he say, Mandem? To major heated. I know you timestamped it already. Let's see what happened. What did he say? It was an AO. All right, let's see what he said. I'm literally pulling this up now. We'll watch it together. Why not? We'll watch it together. All right. See you. Hey, Saeed Wilding, yo. Saeed Wilding. Oh, Lord of mercy. Look at Leon's face. See how Leon's a bad guy, you know. Leon on his case from early. All right, let's see this. I'll screen share. Let's see what's what. Let's see what's what. I'm share screening now. Hold up.
Guys, make sure you follow Staffy TV. Staffy, have you got your little man? What's going on, man? Today you're not prepared, man. What's going on? What? You know what I'm saying? Not me having
the overlay thing, isn't it?
Overlay thing, man.
Oh, I have it. I didn't want to be the main character over here, but I could always do that.
There you go. Shots fired. Guys, you
stand by. You had that on standby.
Yes, it's always ready. I just didn't feel like I need to.
Yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna go live, man. I've been a bit busy.
Okay, tonight I'll redirect the Champions. Whenever the Champions League game, I'll redirect it to you, bro.
Stuff live as well, sharp man.
Hey, say this has been a wild one for you. You had to go to the monitor. You lost the dressing room. You got it back.
The dressing room, man.
Yeah, you got it back.
I need to get one of them. What's it called? Them fingers, speaker ones, and that. What do you call?
Hey,
pause.
Oh my
God.
No,
Hey, yo, what is that going on there? Hey, yo. Yeah, Pops, you're right. Yeah, it's 6. If City win, it's 6 points. No, if City win, it's 3-point gap. If Arsenal win, it's a 9-point gap. Yeah, I hear that. But make sure you lot subscribe to Veta Games TV. Make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV as well. Someone asked if there's NBA tonight. Nah, no NBA tonight, people. But continue to support as well. What have I even got coming up today? Solo Sports Q&A. So I'll start with that. That'll be 4:30 p.m. UK time. Then following that, of course, you'll get the FCSB versus Manchester United watch along. That'll be here on the YouTube and on the playback. And then we'll be back live on both platforms. Again, the YouTube and the playback for Pro Clubs people. Pro Clubs. So that's Thursday night, you'll get gaming people. So whether it's Pro Clubs, whether it's Fight Night, whether it's Mario Kart, whether it's... I need to get to Def Jam Fight for New York. Whether it's... I was even looking at getting... it's on PS2 for those that remember. Remember Street Fighter versus X-Men? Classic. Street Fighter versus X-Men. It might be that. Like, I'm looking to not only run games on PS4, PS3, and PS2 as well, people. So, yeah, looking that'd be gaming. So, yeah, like I said, Solo Sports Q&A, 4:30 p.m. UK time. FCSB versus Manchester United watch along on the YouTube and the playback. 1 hour before kickoff, 7 p.m. Then following that, it will then be EAFC 25 Pro Clubs. So much one of the best Pro Clubs teams ever, people. Our Pro Clubs team is cold. Let me just put that out there. Pro Clubs team is absolutely cold. We're going to redirect to Gunnar because he's live. They referenced it as well. Yeah, man. Street Fighter versus X-Men, A. Solomon. Whew. I was looking at it. Expensive, though. PS2 games and that. I was looking at Def Jam Fight for New York. I'm like, how are these the same prices I was looking at when I was buying the game when it was fresh out? What is going on? Make sure you lot subscribe to Dejan Reds TV as well. And you lot hear me say that a lot. Make sure you go subscribe to this person. Make sure you go subscribe to that person. Because I fucks with them. You will never hear me promote a channel ever that I don't rate. And you won't see anybody here who I don't rate, apart from Ryan. And that's why you don't see him here. If he had a channel, I'd say report it to get it shut down. But yeah, make sure you subscribe to Dejan Reds TV. Make sure you subscribe to Sheik TV. Make sure you subscribe to Casually FC as well for the raid. And just as important, make sure you subscribe to Veta Games TV. All the links are underneath in the description of this live stream and all the other live streams. And don't forget, this show and all the other shows on the channel, apart from watch-alongs and the fan calling show, are available on all audio platforms. Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc. people. So if you're on Spotify, follow us, 5-star us. If you're on iTunes, Apple Podcast, same as well. Check out the schedule here on the playback. Check out the schedule here on the YouTube. We're going to keep the content rolling, people. And I need to figure out when I'm doing the 14K party as well. I don't know when. I need to figure it out. I even took the picture and put it up. But big up again to A. Solomon for gifting 5 memberships as well. Put Sarcasm City TV raid in Gunner's chat. This has been the Manchester United, Manchester City podcast. Mandem United podcast meets the Mandem City podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.